I'm just making handouts for other people.
And
Oh God.
Jesus Christ, we're live on that fucking belch.
I apologize.
I literally
my.
just brought us live, and the first thing people hear is "Bah!"
That's
Fucking hell.
amazing. You couldn't have timed that better.
Oh my
I'm
god.
a professional, goddammit.
And the funny thing is, I thought that was Jeff. Just
Please,
by
we all know it's
automatically.
me. We all know it's me.
Oh, man.
God damn it. Alright. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Vanguards of the Horizon. I am Arch, and I am just a player this time. Welcome to my stream. We're gonna go around, I'm gonna introduce everybody, and then we're gonna have a giveaway to do. So, let's go to our wonderful DM, Nat.
Hi. Nice Tuesday to you too.
God damn it, stop it.
Why?
You're going to fuck with somebody, and they're gonna be confused, and then they're gonna get in trouble at work because they thought tomorrow was Wednesday.
But Art,
God, I hope it's
today
not Wednesday.
is Tuesday.
No, stop it. And we have Kyle.
Hello, and in my defense, Arch did not do a countdown.
No,
There was
I
no
didn't.
countdown.
I didn't. I wanted to keep you guys on your toes, and you failed horribly.
I'm defended now.
You're defended? Not offended, defended. Nailed it. And we have Senior Hef.
Hey.
Yep. Yep, that was it.
I'm sticking with it. It came out, and I like it, and we're gonna go with that.
Amazing. Alright, so before we get into tonight's game and start having some fun with that, we have a giveaway to do. The wonderful Rethix had donated a fair sum of money last time, which put us over the donation goal to do a t-shirt giveaway for a Lucky Die Podcast t-shirt, which the Lucky Die Podcast, if you all don't know, is a podcast that I am on. Hi. We play D&D, and it's a wonderful podcast, and you should go check it out if you don't already. But let's get to it. So, the way this is going to work is you guys, I know it's a little funky with how the overlay is and everything, but just bear with it. So, if you guys see over here is a list of everybody that has been typing in the chat so far, which basically just shows people that are technically eligible. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to set a keyword, and everybody is going to have approximately... How long do you think I should give people to type in the keyword, guys? Like 5 minutes?
4.
2.5.
3.
That's... You know, why don't we go with 4 minutes then? I like that.
Okay.
4 3/4.
So I'm going to basically wait 4 minutes for everybody in the chat to type in the keyword. Make sure you type in the keyword once. Please do not spam it. And it's going to automatically enroll you. I'm going to click the roll it button, and it's going to pull up a person to win the t-shirt. Once a winner is decided, you will have, I'll say, a minute to basically say something in the chat. I don't care what the hell you say, as long as you say something. And then I will be in contact with you to get your info so I can send you a t-shirt. Sound good? Great. I know you guys can't really... There's a delay. Sound good? Good? Yeah? Okay. Alright. What should be the keyword? Let's,
I'm with Fire Ice 219. It should be butts.
Butts?
No, we don't listen to Jess in this household.
No.
Burp.
You know what?
Burp.
Let's go with belch. B-E-L-C-H.
I mean, is that really any better? We should have just made...
It sounds more eloquent, alright?
Does it?
I will,
Well,
Jess. I will. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Alright. So if everybody could go ahead, type in the word belch, which is the keyword. You have until 12:15 my time. I am watching the clock. To type in the keyword, after which time I will roll it.
Now tell me, Arch, does capitalization matter?
No, it is case insensitive, because Nightbot is insensitive to your trivial matters of case sensitivity.
Nightbot, what are you doing, man?
Nightbot knows what's up.
Oh, I didn't even realize it actually shows on the list of users who are subscribers and who are moderators. Fancy.
Wow, Svenja stuff and
Steve, stop spamming it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm calling out watchers. That's how
Do
cool I
it.
am.
Do it.
Rockstar. It's my brother.
Is that Svenja stuff?
Yes, that's him.
You know what? And while we're at it, this is a social eating stream. So, hi, welcome to the social eating stream.
Oh no, not the ASMR! No!
Yeah, everybody call Steve out for being a weirdo.
Steve.
What the fuck, man? You're ruining it with a good time.
Did anybody else just have a Flight of the Conchords flashback? Because I did.
Nope.
No, I don't get the reference. I'm sorry. Oh,
Just gonna say this again for everybody that may be just tuning in. Type in the keyword belch in order to enter into the giveaway. You have another... What did I say? 4 minutes? So another 2 minutes to enter.
Oh my god. There's 12 viewers. Look at that. We're doing so good, guys.
We're like big time streamer.
Until the giveaway's over, and then 10 of them go.
Yep.
And then we're just playing D&D. And that's still pretty good.
But we still have a watchtower, and that's what makes it nice.
Yeah, we're about to have a sweet watchtower. Well, probably not.
Do these guys have a watchtower? No, we do not.
As soon as some evil person destroys the watchtower, you guys are gonna be so angry.
Rethix, you're not gonna enter?
I will find them and I will kill them. Rethix said he might sit this out, which I don't understand. Rethix, get in on this. You paid for half of it.
Yeah.
Try to get it. It's
Yeah,
all
boy.
you, man.
He says no.
No, Rethix, get in. Rethix. Get in.
I know people are having a conversation about what the best number is. Tuesday is the best number.
Excuse... Hold on a second. Jess, 1 is not a bad number. 1 is the loneliest number.
Tuesday
get it right.
is the best number.
Okay, who is Miss Mustard Seed and why are they summoning Satan?
That is V. That is Pie's friend.
This is the correct stream to do that on, I'm just saying. But
we are playing D&D.
Please give me forewarning. I need to get my welcome mat out.
Yeah. There was
and the hill bath ready.
There was a pentagram in session 1.
Hurch, kill me, please.
Kitty cam.
Meow.
Sleepy cat.
Meow.
Why do we even play D&D? Why don't we just do this constantly?
What, just bullshit on stream while people talk bullshit in chat?
Where's my dog?
Vamp.
Jason, bring me Coco.
Alright, it looks like it is time. I do not see anybody else in chat saying the code word. This is your last chance, everybody in chat. I'm gonna count down 15 seconds. You have to type in the word belch if you haven't already.
Steve,
right, 15.
What the fuck?
14.
I told you he's a weirdo, man.
13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8.
Last
7,
chance to type Tuesday. Enter the
6,
giveaway.
5. 4. 3. 2.
Look, now we got a countdown.
1.
Bleh.
Roll it. And it's Pie.
Aww.
Pie wins.
The queen.
Go, Pyre Ranger.
Pie, type the thing in chat. Say the thing. Say something. I don't care.
She did.
There it is.
Me.
Pie, I'm glad you won because I have another cat named Pie, and I'm not making that up. She's really cool. She's got 3 legs.
Oh my god.
Jeff, why would you lie to us like that?
No, I'm not.
Some might say she has 3.14 legs.
Amazing. All right. So Pie, I will be in contact with you, which is easy enough because you're on my Discord and everything. I am going to message you later on so I can get your info, so I can get the t-shirt sent out to you. Awesome. Thank you to everybody for entering. Thank you again, Rethix, for the wonderful sum of cash thrown at the stream. All right. So that being said, hey, if you folks who are still watching would like to contribute to the stream as Rethix has so wonderfully done, you can donate down below. And there is a thing where if you donate a certain amount of money, you can give a special Spartic Stream Dice to any of us players. You can see actually on the overlay there, Jeff has a D4 still from
Yes, I do.
like session 1.
We should
Session one.
definitely start a DM stream dice, so I can get some.
Oh no, I don't know about that. That would be dangerous. So the boss is gonna use his dragon breath. You know what? I'm just gonna use this D10 right here and subtract that from everybody's save.
I
That
don't like that. Don't give him ideas.
that's not good.
No, that sounds like a horrible idea.
It's like when I rolled a 34.
It's gonna have a dragon with divine portent.
Can I
The
donate
divine
money to have
responsibility.
Mako die in an episode? Motherfucker, Mako died once already. Back off. No fucking with Doggo.
You
Wait,
can
who
just
said
send that
that?
money straight to me. It'll be great.
No,
Who
no,
said-
no, no,
who said they want Mako
no,
to die?
no.
Oh, sorry. The cat is not up here, and I mean, I guess I could go leave the stream and go get the cat, but I don't know if you want that.
You know, why don't we save that towards the end so people have an incentive
yeah.
to stay?
Yeah.
Some of us might want you to leave.
Oh, okay,
Wow,
well,
savage.
bye.
All right. All that being said, thank you everybody for bearing with us while we did the giveaway. Thank you to those of you who are going to stick around and watch. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's really not much else to announce. I have a Discord. It's down below. Go check it out so you can chat with all of us lovely peeps.
We have merch. They're good.
We have
Yes,
merch. There's also merch down there. Go check that out as well because, hey, merch. You could wear my sexy ass logo on your body and
Yeah,
it'll look great.
you can get merch.
Exactly. You can get merch. That's probably going to be the next giveaway I do sometime in the future as soon as I hit the current goal, which is to pay for the pro membership for Incarnate so that me and other peeps on streams can make beautiful looking maps. All right, Nat, take us away.
All right. So last time we started our session after our little intrepid bands, our Vanguards, had a bump in with one Corvath, the Kingslayer, and they had stolen his flying watchtower,
Yep.
which did make him very happy. So after they kind of flew away and drove Corvath back into his cave lair, they ventured forward, landing a little far away and delving deep into these dungeons, which, according to our ranger, Vinny's primeval awareness, contained much fewer hobgoblins than it previously did, which was concerning. After a little bit of hobgoblin murder, they found the source of that, a portal to the plane of elemental air, nestled deep within the cave. Around the same time, they ran into Corvath and had another epic fight where somehow my villain escaped for the second time, which has never happened before. He escaped through the portal into the plane of elemental air, and the party was decided not to follow him at that time. They then ventured back to the town of Kenneth Rhodes, where the campaign.
Wait. Pause that. We found
What?
something cool.
Oh yes,
Hold
you found the bracer of Eversight. It goes by the name of Bo. It is a talking bracer which now is helping Tay's perception and initiative, and is generally moderately helpful, if a little
Sassy.
sassy magical item.
They are my friend.
Yeah. Pronouns still undecided. You ventured forth back to the town where you met with Avarice Landgrave, the lord of the town of Kenneth Rhodes, who frankly didn't want a civilian to own a siege weapon like a floating watchtower. So you struck a deal to work for the city as their vanguards of the horizon. And then we jumped forward a month, and instead of just saying a bunch of words to explain what happened in that time, I'm going to say a few words, and I'm going to let my players take over with that one. So in this time, snow has continued to fall almost incessantly as the conditions in the town, with hunting and other efforts, going south noticeably, and at this point there's almost a small blizzard that is constantly permeating the area. And much of the townsfolk are a little concerned, but other ones of the townsfolk, well, it's Kenneth Rhodes. Weirder things have happened before. Someone flew a flying watchtower over town and shot a ballista into the mayor's house like a month ago.
84
It
and
wasn't that crazy.
86 for Arch. 86 for Jeff.
Thank you,
Nothing
Jess,
for
the
Kyle because he's
$5.
rude.
D4 and a D6 for me, D6 for Jeff, nothing for Kyle because he's rude.
Thank you.
I'll try and use them.
Yeah.
D4
Normally,
for me.
I can shoot over to Arch first, but he's a little busy. So, Kyle, why don't you tell us what Tay's been doing for the last month?
All right. I feel the need to just like read this.
You don't have to read it.
Okay, so like I'll read like the week 1 thing. So, week 1, Tay was like, you know what? I just spent a good time doing some work. It's time to party because partying is what Tay does, and it's fun. So he spent like a week doing whatever the fuck he wanted to, and he woke up one morning and there was like this dwarf on the front door to their house, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And the dwarf is like, "Here's this letter. You're now a knight." I was like, "Wait, what?" I don't remember what happened. And there's this letter explaining that now Tay's a minor noble in this the land of Borex, the kingdom of Borex, which Kyle doesn't know anything about this yet. And I can hold land in there and vote in our council of lords. But I'm now an enemy of Duke Jarlath Thundercoat. So, that's cool. I don't remember what happened there because, Tay was a little tipsy and when that happened.
Uh-huh.
So things happened and now he's a knight. Go me.
They knighted you?
Listen.
Yep. That letter is hilarious if I do say so myself.
It is. It's pretty cute. I was kind of cracking up at that. So after that happened, even though Tay was knight, he's like, oh shit, I just spent an entire week blowing all this money and I'm poor now. I need money. So then he was like, let me go work for people. He worked a little bit. He got some money. Then he's like, this is boring because Tay doesn't do anything for too long. He's just like, this is boring. Let's do something else. This is boring. Let's do something else now. Let's just do all the things and be floozy. So then he spent like a couple weeks in the wilderness. I believe we said with Vinny because Tay was hunting and he can't skin those things because that's gross and icky and bloody. So Vinny was like, hey, I'll help you out, man.
Yeah, I'm hunting anyways.
And then then he just spent the last week like selling off his stuff in the markets and he made more money. And it was fun. It was a relaxing hunting trip. Like bros.
I just imagine that Vinny and Mako did like all the fucking work and Tay was just like, are we there yet?
No, Tay would have climbed the trees and shot the things from afar, and then Mako would have fetched it, and you would have skinned it, because Tay is not incapable of holding his own.
Excuse me, sir, that is not how we hunt.
Yeah,
We hunt, we chase our shit down.
This may or may not surprise you, but being able to shoot an arrow that stuns your quarry for a round is pretty useful in hunting.
True.
Yes.
But it's also useful having a wolf that can run fast as fuck and then just slaughtering something.
Alright, you can go next, I guess.
Sure, Arch, why don't you go next?
Sure, it's like we're going in order based on the layout of the stream or something like that. How weird.
And also, we're waiting for important information from Jeff,
Oh,
who
yes.
did the actual work.
I went to a library, alright?
Ooh,
So,
I actually made money.
Vinny,
yes.
go ahead.
So Vinny decided to spend his downtime by doing nothing but hunting because it is freeing and relaxing and self-satisfying for Vinny at the same time. And it's a good way to just spend time with Mako and, just kind of be out in the world. So he went hunting for 4 weeks? 5 weeks? It was 5 weeks, right?
5 weeks.
Yeah. 5 weeks, he just kept going hunting in the woods. He kept traveling into the north, into the what is it? You called them like hills or something, like fancy, yes, forest. Oh, forested hills to the north, where there was untracked fertile hunting grounds. During that time, I was able to get a lot of meat and hides and whatnot, sell it in town, and ended up making like 99 gold out of it, which was great. As well as making a few contacts in the market square, namely Marcus the Butcher and Claudia the Apothecary. Both very helpful people, I imagine, in my line of work. And the other thing is that during one of my unsuccessful hunting ventures into the far north, I went super deep into the woods and ended up finding a super creepy, swampy type thing called the Venfil Mire, which is supposedly where there was a manor with like 7 generations of people living there over the years until 10 years ago, where they were sieged by a military for treating enemy soldiers. While observing this spooky marsh place, Vinny saw that there were a bunch of creepy-ass spectral forms that were doing some sort of weird silent vigil, and they looked horrifying. And the exact description that Nat gave me is their eyes burning coals of hatred, smoldering, unblinking.
That's cute.
Metaphors are good.
Yeah, but you know what? That place probably like loaded with treasure.
And that only leaves us with Ezekiel Kane.
F.
So I did 2 important tasks during my time off. I spent 2 weeks researching a propulsion system for our watchtower flying awesome rocket thing.
Nice.
So I've been researching and drawing schematics for that, and I've made some pretty good progress on designing it. We currently don't have the money to do the enchantment itself, but I'm pretty sure I could do that with some time, and about 200 gold pieces. And then in addition to that, we need some rare ingredients. We need the tear of a wind nymph, and I've run down a number of leads in an effort to locate that final special tear. I have a source at the local watering hole that I need to go talk to. His name is Trick Foylen. He is Gaelic. It's a much more he's kind of an influential guy. He knows quite a bit. And the source that told me about him is pretty sure that this guy would be able to point me in the right direction of a wind nymph, or the tears themselves, be able to procure them. After I did that, doing my designing on that one, I went to the library. Kenneth Rhodes is actually a kind of a central hub, and so it had a lot of magic users in the town, artificers, mystics, sages, and kind of stuff like that. So I went around town. I was talking to lots of people. Specifically, I was researching these different locations that we uncovered in the ledger that I stole from Avarice. Specifically, these locations on other planes. So I found out some more information about the town of Rigus, where Prince Zorath is there, and he has been buying arms and armor from Avarice, or sending them. I can't read my handwriting.
This is an import ledger. Everything is logging what's been given to the town.
Oh, okay. So he's been sending. Yeah, he's been selling arms and armor to Avarice, and that's the infinite battlefield of Acheron.
Acheron.
I was close.
Like the mythological Greek river.
Okay. It's a land of endless warfare between gods of battle. It's formed of massive iron cubes that crash together periodically to create the plane's own war drums. Then I found out some more information about the town of Fortitude. It's the gateway to the peaceable kingdoms of Arcadia. It's an orderly haven of like ruler straight streams. Everything's laid out in perfect geometric shapes. Purity is eternal, and like chaos would not be welcome here. Harmony and balance, that's what this place is about. And that's important because they have been selling seeds and schematics to the town of some sort. Then I found out some more information about Plaguemort, which is the gate town of the infinite layers of the abyss. It's the eternal home of all the demons.
May have heard of it.
Yeah, no. And Zentar, the Duke of Tedium, has been selling spices, salt, and iron to the town of Kenneth Rhodes. I also discovered a curious black journal while I was in a collection of a local scholar. I opened it and it appeared blank, but as I was flipping through the pages, a single word appeared scribed in Celestial, and which I can read, and it basically, like, roughly translated, just means hello. And I can. It was kind of freaked me out a little bit. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, so I actually left it there. And the next day, I found this journal in my pack. Like, I didn't put it there; it just appeared there. But the book seems to convey a feeling of respect and camaraderie and happiness at making a new acquaintance. That's the feelings I was getting from it. I haven't quite worked up the nerve or the courage to write in it yet, but I think that might be happening soon. So that was my 5 weeks and how I spent them.
You did a lot of stuff. I need like a TLDR for that. Honestly.
That one could use a TLDR.
Propulsion engine, a whole shit ton of plot hooks, and a cool notebook.
Yeah. In case it wasn't clear, Arcadia, Acheron, and the Abyss are outer planes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I make sure I understand. So the guy that we learned about, the Winter Lord?
Yeah, Eltivar.
He's in the Feywild, though, right?
That's a really good thing to look into.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming we can skip the formalities of our characters telling each other all the stuff we just read.
No, we need to do this all one more time. But
One more time.
Wow, it's up to you guys, though.
You found Voldemort's diary. Yep.
That's what I texted Nat. That's what I said to Nat. I was like, "Oh, sweet! So I got a Horcrux and a bunch of plot hooks. Sweet."
All right. So
the Horcrux is the plot hook.
So on this day,
yep,
it is the morning,
Tuesday,
in Kenneth Rhodes, in your excellent home, which it used to be the home of Avarice herself. You're sitting around the table having breakfast, and there is a knock at your front door.
Super important question before we address any of that.
Yar.
How nice is the new kitchen table, and how nice is that skylight?
The new kitchen table is a beautiful stained mahogany.
Love it.
It's just mahogany
with kind of some ashy tones. It was very expensive, but Avarice spared no expense in buying a certain amount of your gratitude. Along with the table, goes with it, although not also mahogany because it's heavy as shit, is a watchtower-like building that is now built out of your two-story house, out of the second story. You can go up about 40 feet into the air, and it kind of widens at the top, and there is a system of ropes and some lashing where you can actually make it so that you can walk straight on up to your flying watchtower.
Nice.
And the skylight,
yes,
creates this beautiful red speckled twinkling as the sunlight pours through it. It's not the whole thing's red stained. There are spots that create
from the blood crystal.
Almost a star pattern across the table.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna like summon some demonic shit later on, but you know what? Fuck it, it looks nice.
I'm just imagining 2 arcs from now, some demon being, I need that skylight.
It looks good. It must be mine.
With our luck.
All right, so there is a knock at the table as you're having your breakfast. Knock at the door.
We're coming to order.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Avarice wants to speak with you. It's urgent.
It's the town.
What did they say?
It's the town god. They want us to go see Avarice.
Oh, okay. Well, we should probably go see Avarice then.
All right, we'll be there in a minute. We're finishing up breakfast now.
It is quite important. Can I open the door?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
Give me
naked.
keys.
I'm naked, but yeah, it's fine.
It jiggles. And it seems to be locked.
You have a key, don't you?
Not to your house.
Thought we gave you a key. My bad.
That's for emergencies.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
use Mage Hand to go. It's like a deadbolt, right? Can I just
We
slide the
actually
deadbolt?
established last time there's a key on the inside too.
Oh well. Can I
I get up
or
and
no?
I'll go open the door.
Okay. Tay goes up and unlocks the door, and there is a younger, slightly tan-skinned, dark-haired guard is a little looks out of breath. He looks at you. This is really quite important. If you could come with me.
Oh well, you should have said it was important in the first place. Speak up. Speak up next time. I couldn't even hear you.
Yeah, all right. Let me
He
grab my
looks-
stuff.
He looks at Zeke with a look of mostly annoyance and says, "I will next time."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, Zeke, you might want to look into trying to create a schematic for some sort of like hearing aid device of some sort. Probably help you out, do wonders for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Vinny, I heard him the whole time. I just.
I get you. You okay?
These young guards think they can boss us around. Oh, it's just
Yeah.
fun.
I get you. You were jacking his dick, or like what's that saying?
That's not a saying. Let's not use that saying.
So the guard,
a
who's still
gross thing.
standing there, just looking at you like,
Excuse me. Do you mind? We're like having a private conversation here.
Yes,
How
it's
about
not polite
how
to
about-
eavesdrop.
"How about I go on ahead and tell Avarice you're on your way?"
Sounds good.
And he turns and jogs off.
Okay, bye.
Right? Should
Tay, as you get look around, you realize that this younger, kind of out of breath guard seems to have left his spear leaning against your house.
Oh, that's cute. You want a spear, Zeke?
I don't have a use for that.
You sure?
Put it in the closet. We'll just use it later, maybe.
Well, no, I was just saying I'm gonna take it back to him, but like I wanted to see if you wanted to like fuck with it, cause like
No.
I'm not
No.
sure what you're implying there, Tay. What's
I'm gonna like hold it out and like have my pigeon Taya, named after my friend Thea, come over and shit on it, and then we're gonna take it back.
Right.
See,
Okay.
it's a pigeon because I was trying to make a dove, but I'm not that good.
You know what's
Okay.
you know what's even better if you make friends with the real one instead of conjuring up some fake one. Just saying.
Listen, it's cute.
I mean, sure.
It's like my mini Mako. I should have named it Mini Mako. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, you know what? Don't just don't.
I mean, Taya likes it. Thea.
Yeah. You're already fucking up the name. All right, let's go.
All right, bye.
Okay.
So as
Follow
you
the
head
Yellow
out,
Road.
you can't see the yellow brick road because the entire ground is covered in about 7 inches of snow. As there is just a mild blizzarding condition going on. No one's really going outside, and without cold weather gear, if you spend extended times outside, you may have to make Constitution saves against exhaustion. But this is a jaunt across town. This is not an extended time outside.
I use
So
my
you-
shit stick to go through this. No, it's a walking
Okay.
stick. Shit stick, walk
Congrats.
stick.
It's a spear, still a spear.
Oh, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to warm the air around my hands.
Congrats, your hands are warm.
Let's just use all my spells right now.
It's a cantrip.
Can I absorb elements, all of
Stop.
the elements around us?
Stop.
I
Mark,
absorb
go.
the ice and become Elsa.
Plot to go through.
Yeah, a fun fact, Elsa was actually just a 2nd level ranger.
Excuse me, I'm 4th. Thank you.
Yeah, but you can cast absorb elements at level 2.
That's true.
Oh.
I hate you all.
All right,
All
so
right,
we're going.
So you venture across town to the keep that is kind of middle of the road. At this point, some space around has been cleared so the road can divert around it. And there are guards up on top, bundled up in big cold furs, big cold weather furs.
Yeah, I bet you I probably caught most of them anyways.
Probably. You and Tay, you worked too.
Yeah, but it was mostly me.
And you, as you come up, you can see large clouds of vapor forming out of Mako's mouth as he pants into the air.
Oh, buddy.
It's cute.
Give scritches.
And you get to the front, and they open up the door. And as you get inside, there's a bit of a change in tenor as abnormal tables have been erected throughout the castle as you're moving through with looks like a variety of people poring over scrolls and papers in quick talking, and there seems to be a hurried pace to the whole thing. A certain amount of concern that is not reflected on the outside of the castle or in the town proper. And as you are guided through and up to the former observatory, where Avarice holds her office, this continues through all the way up until you get to the second floor, all the way to Avarice's room itself, which is... Avarice has not been set up to be like a neat character, but it's even messier than normal. It's a couple extra big high stacks of papers around, and that's doing some reading as you come in.
What's up, Avarice? How's it going?
Hello.
Nice bird.
Thanks. It poops a lot.
She kind of closes a file and sets it aside. And sits up a little bit. I imagine you're wondering why I summoned you here?
Nope, not at all.
Well, yes.
Shut up, Zeke.
Well, as you may have noticed, there's a bit of a hubbub, and a lot of my resources are tied up in an ongoing project. However, there has been an alarming disappearance of late in the guard. I regret to inform you that Thea seems to be missing.
Oh.
What?
Well, I thought, what bet I haven't had any job for my Vanguards of late, and we are paying you, once upon a time. So I thought you probably care about this person, so why not put to good use? Because my resources are tied up elsewhere.
How long has she been missing?
She disappeared last night. There was some talk in the town of howling and shouts in the square last night, but no one could make out anything because of the blizzarding conditions.
I can promise you that it wasn't Mako. He's with me like 24/7. Just
believe it or not, for whatever reason I can't quite figure out, I believe you.
I appreciate that.
We do have a report that I do have reports that these shouting noises followed through town northward, where they were eventually lost as they left the premises of the town.
Like they were going into the woods to the north, or like northeast, like not so much in the woods. We've done a basic preliminary track of who's heard it, and there seems to be a northeasterward pattern out of the town, which actually is not following the road. It's actually heading towards the woods. That's a little disconcerting, but alright.
These things happen. They shift and change. People have gone missing in Kenneth before, It's just figured we might actually be able to find this one back,
Right.
Oh yeah, it's Thea. She shouldn't be going missing.
Headstrong guard takes on something they can't handle. I'm sure you've heard the story before.
Yes, one of them came to our door earlier.
Zeke, I don't think it's the same application, but I appreciate you considering us a big threat like that.
Yes.
That's
And our door.
interesting. Are you saying that you found a dead guard outside your house, or
No.
that you are considering yourselves a menace to the town? Because I would like to hear about either.
Oh no, I'm merely saying your guard is a little inept. He left his spear at our house.
Yeah, that is true.
She opens up her drawer, rings a bell, does a bit of a throaty noise, and another guard walks in.
Which bell was that? What was that one?
This is the I need a guard, but not urgently one.
Oh,
Which
okay.
closes the door. Could you
Oh,
tell
like
Jeffrey that we
oh,
found his spear? Is that
The
it?
fucking shade.
Is that it? Is that the one you're holding? Is that his spear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you give
Here
it?
we go. Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank
Pass it
you.
over to my hand. Oh. Oh, that just slipped out. I don't know what happened. Oh.
Well, we've established what you would like us to do. Now, what price?
Well, I've been led to believe, based on previous fraternizing, that one of you, point motions to Tay, has quite a history with this individual. So I imagine you'll do it largely out of the kindness of your heart, and 10 gold apiece.
Yeah, I suppose she's my friend and all, and I should work for the good of finding her. Yeah.
Well, I consider Taylor a friend, so I'll follow his lead.
Damn it, secret, but so much for more.
Ah, sorry.
She looks to Vinny.
With one addendum, if you would not mind.
My ears are open.
It occurs to me that in my recent hunting trips that I ended up selling all of my furs and hides and whatnot, and in case you didn't notice, it's kind of really shitty outside right now.
Yes, I am
you,
keenly aware.
Could you hook the three of us up with some of them nice fur coats that your men
Some cold weather gear?
Yeah, if you could. Since we're gonna be tracking up in the woods in the middle of a fucking blizzard.
Yeah, just finger. We need cold weather gear, Belle.
Does she have
Vinny,
one of those?
Vinny, could you make a persuasion check with advantage because you're being assisted by the group?
Oh, that's gonna go horribly, let me tell you.
The fuck am I doing to assist that? Not much, man.
Don't worry about it. I'm throwing him a bone. I know he's bad at this.
Oh, I got a 17. That's not bad, actually. You know what?
She sits there a little bit, turns in her chair, runs a finger along her horn that scales back across her head.
Oh, I forgot she's a tiefling.
Yeah, she's a purple tiefling.
Yeah, I kinda wish I had horns. That'd be fucking cool.
I guess that would, at least in the current condition of the town, help you fulfill your duties to the town more diligently, so I imagine that can be arranged.
You know, I appreciate that.
I imagine with the haste you won't be worried too much about fit. I need to know whether to ring the quartermaster bell or the seamstress bell.
We'll worry about that later. Just do the quartermaster bell.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah, as long as it generally fits like a halfling physique, I don't really mind so much.
Like
we
a
have
child's medium.
I think we can find one size for a gnome. That'll probably suffice.
It's gonna be a little
What?
tight, but
I feel like that's racist, but okay.
I'd prefer a human-sized one, but thank you.
Not for you, Zeke.
no, you know
She
what?
already opens her drawer and pulls out a purplish bell and rings ding, and there's a little bit of a commotion, and after a while, a quartermaster comes in. Says, we need what cold weather gear for these three? I imagine the wolf will be fine with its fur.
Yeah, Mako's pretty good. Actually, if you have some simple layers of cloth that I can throw underneath the armor so it doesn't end up hurting him out in the cold and all that, because you know it's kind of.
I feel like that's probably basics along for barding.
Okay, yeah, never mind then. Never mind then. The voice in my head just told me that was fine.
Yeah, historically, like plate armor was like 6 layers of clothing, for instance. So the quartermaster goes off, and as he leaves. I think that concludes our business here. I imagine I can have that sent down to the gate of the keep. I'm very busy.
Yeah, understandable.
And as always, I appreciate everything you do for our town of Canthrops. May it be great in the future.
I certainly hope so.
Thank you.
And she opens up her folder and leans back a little bit and starts reading more.
That was Make Canthrodes Great Again, wasn't it?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about. Kenneth Rhodes is never bad to begin with, and it's only going up.
I'm gonna go with, we're done with this conversation.
So we're downstairs.
You're downstairs. Well, you go back through and you see all the tables and all the people who are tersely talking actively, and you see the scrolls and the tomes that they have splayed out with arcane runage, because you have a little better look this time.
Can I listen on some of these conversations as we're walking by? Try to see if I can pick out any details.
Sure. How subtle you're trying to be?
Pretty subtle. I'm trying to just very subtle, leaning, turning my head as the conversation goes by, keeping my ear directed in the vicinity of the conversations.
So why don't you make either a deception or performance check, your choice.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Does anyone else like to do anything at this time?
Yeah. I'd like to look at the books and scrolls and see if I can ascertain what those knowledge, like the arcanic ruins are.
Yeah.
Deception is not even on my character sheet.
That's concerning.
You know what though? It doesn't matter because it would have been a -1 just the same. That's a 12 performance.
Okay. And Zeke.
Oh, I'm very blatantly. I don't.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Come on now. Oh well. All right.
Okay, so Vinny, as you're listening, as you walk by, you hear words, something about the source. You hear a few. Once somebody says, well, "Then why would it be so cold?" And then another says something about nothing's nearby. It doesn't make any sense. Zeke, you, with a pretty rudimentary Arcana check, spy one of the you walk over and put your head over one of the diagrams, and in the 15 seconds you get before someone stops what they're doing and looks at you like a crazy person, and then you're politely escorted out by a guard. You see this big diagram with a bunch of labeled things of planes, most of the elemental planes, and it's laid out like a big solar system almost with orbits.
Okay.
You, from a rudimentary understanding, you think they might be trying to track planar connections, because you, from your previous research, know that the connections between planes thin and thicken as in a cyclical fashion.
Okay.
So there are times when the boundaries between planes are thinner, and that causes planar bleed or an easy slip between planes, and there are times where there's less influence. And it seems they're trying to track this effect for the elemental planes.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you're escorted out, and Vinny and Tay just walk by, and you are brought to the front into the kind of antechamber. And after a few minutes, the quartermaster comes and hands you all cold weather gear, fitting for size.
Oh,
it actually does fit. Beautiful.
Kind of.
Can I use
Tay, yours is a little tight.
Oh.
I'm into it.
What's that?
I'm into it.
Tay's wearing skinny jeans made out of fur.
A little snug but stylish, you know. Got that crop top going.
Yeah. So, at which point you are, the quartermaster wishes you good luck. And what would you like to do from there?
Alright, so I'm thinking it's probably best if we go to the town square first. I can try to pick up on any tracks or anything, see if there's anything left behind, blood stains, footprints, you know. The usual.
Hopefully not bloodstains, but yeah.
Sounds good. You lead on, Vinny. I'll follow.
This is my forte, after all.
You head to the town square where the reports came from, and it has been snowing hard through the night, so there's a plain white sheet of snow. But you also, with your survival training, would know that since the temperature is not raised, things could be potentially preserved beneath the snow in places.
Yeah, like little blood splotches or
Yeah.
hair follicles.
I shouldn't say it's a full white sheet because it's the market square. Some people are out, so there's a good chunk that is unasked.
I hear you.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Bo, can you
Oh.
make some wind puffs and blow some of this air away, please? Thank you.
I mean, that would be within my ability. I'm not sure why you can't just use your fleshy mitts and move them, honestly.
It's because we're
you know-
trying to pick up tracks and whatnot. That would actually be
Yeah.
helpful with the wind. It would make it so that it's not as badly fucked
Dis-
with.
Disturbed, yeah.
You make a good point, and I guess this returning this person will bring us glory.
Absolutely. She is a glorious person, yes.
Okay. Is her name Glory?
No, it might be her middle name. I'm not sure, honestly, but
Okay.
her name is Thea. Thea Glory.
For Thea, Glory. And the bracer little gem in the middle lights up a little bit, and there's a whoosh of wind, and in multiple turns in a row, in a succession, a few gusts start blowing gouts of snow around, and after about the sixth one, there's a flash of red amongst the snow.
Oh, hold on
Well-
a second. Wait a minute.
Well,
There it is.
shit.
Yes.
Thanks, Bo. I appreciate you.
I am always here, vigilant for your service.
And glory.
Totally.
And glory.
Yeah, see, I get
So
you
you-
with that.
So you go over to the some woman at the market stalls is looking at you guys, figuring out who's the fuck is talking.
It's my pigeon. It's the pigeon.
Yeah.
Her name's Bo. I'm sorry, Bo. I know you don't want to be called a pigeon.
Am I not supposed to talk right now?
No, you're good. It's just people are confused.
It's ventriloquism. It's one of
She
those.
looks
It's
at-
one of those in a city things.
She seizes on that statement and kind of nods a little bit as she turns and scoots away.
I thought you were talking about Bo still, and I was like, wait, what?
No,
No,
the market
The
woman.
bracer goes.
scoot.
So what do we see?
So as you venture over, you see there's a pretty thick line of blood, and actually the line goes all the way down to the cobblestones, which you can uncover, and seems to have seeped at least somewhat into the dirt, as icy as it is. And as you move and uncover more snow, you can tell that this line actually carries forward in jagged spots, like someone was bloody and being dragged across the ground.
Bro, Scooby.
So Tay, I wouldn't be getting your hopes up if I was you.
Yeah.
But
Try to-
we'll do our best. All right, Mako, do your thing. And Mako is gonna go up and get do that dog thing where just gets really deep sniffs on it.
Yeah.
Picks up the scent, lets out a howl, and then just starts rushing along the path.
Yeah.
Like that hunting dog thing.
Yeah. So because of the nature of this tracking experience, with effort you can follow the track. Your survival check that I'd like Mako or you to make with advantage, because the other one's helping you, whichever one it is to determine how quickly you can go while tracing that track. Unless you have some magic ranger feature that says you're just really fucking good at this.
Pretty sure it's a magic ranger thing.
You know, actually, funny thing about that, Nat.
Yeah.
Like tracking humanoids, isn't it?
So I got a few things here. All right, so I ignore difficult terrain, so the snow does not bother me.
That's good to know, because this is
Bother me
difficult
anyway.
terrain AF.
Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your
Oh.
group can't become lost except by magical means.
Okay.
Even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
And that's like,
Nat,
well,
I'm sorry.
Hey, if you never get to use your features, what's the point of having them, right?
It's just,
Advisory.
it's so specific that it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, so I'm gonna drop some things. So you can remain alert, but it didn't say that you can move at a normal pace while engaged in the thing. So you can still make a survival check for how quickly you can go. You know how long ago they passed through and how many. How long ago they passed through was last night.
Yep.
Pretty much right around midnight.
Exact number and sizes?
One dragged medium humanoid. There are no other footprints. There are no other signs.
Gotcha. And my favorite
Obviously, that
enemy-
raises the question of how the hell does somebody get dragged without something to drag them?
Well, there may be a spectrally shady thing that may have been involved. That's certainly an option.
Maybe.
Like from your little place in the woods.
I do have advantage on survival checks to track my favorite enemies, which this could count as.
Thea is a humanoid.
Yeah, that is actually all the abilities I get, because the rest of it's all companion stuff. Granted, Mako also benefits from my natural explorer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am rolling survival
With advantage.
with advantage. That is a 19.
Yeah. Remember when you said like Mako runs off?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty accurate.
Guys, keep up! Hurry up! Got the trail, let's go!
Okay.
And
Woo!
conveniently, through ranger magic, you're able to move at a normal travel pace through difficult terrain. Now that is a travel pace thing. That doesn't mean that if you get into a fight, you get to move the difficult terrain normally.
Right.
Because that's how that works.
Well... I think I do.
Oh yeah, you do. You just ignore difficult terrain, period.
Yeah, groups travel, difficult terrain doesn't slow us, but just combat in general, I ignore difficult terrain.
Yeah, you would ignore difficult terrain in general. If a spell causes difficult terrain, you ignore it.
Yeah. Ooh... Yeah, yep.
It's not even natural difficult terrain, just difficult
Cool.
terrain.
Yep.
Um,
Rangers are
One of
awesome.
one of the cool things of the revised ranger. I think the ignoring difficult terrain thing is just like the extra thing they needed to really get a kick in the pants.
Legolas AF.
Yeah. So you running out through this blizzard.
I'm gonna cast
Rocket.
light on the end of my staff to.
That's a
Um,
good call.
How many-
Visibility is pretty low. You can only see, because of the obscuring effect of the snow, about 30 feet out.
how many castings of light can I do at a time?
Im-
Just one.
Oh, you can only have one at a time, but you can cast like an infinite number of times.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
We could do the pebble trick again.
No. No more rosy cheeks.
Rosy cheeks.
All right. So as you venture forward across the hill, the snowy hillside, you eventually come down, traveling for about 25 minutes at a very brisk pace. You start to get into the wooded hills, as this dragging bloody effect starts to go into the forest itself. It is be easier to track at this point. But the terrain is thicker, and it is still heading very deep into the forest. Do you continue to follow?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm gonna have one sword out at the ready,
sure.
and the other one is just like holding onto the saddle.
All right.
I'm like huddling up with like a pigeon head right in my front. Just like pigeon. Like it's really fucking cold.
It's very cold.
Oh, I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
That's probably a good call. So you continue to push forward into the forest, you using familiar hunting tracks and trails to go through the forest. Yeah. And as you go through, I would like, as you venture farther forward, I would like Ezekiel and Taylor to make Arcana checks.
Arcana checks.
Magic stuff.
I would say Vinny as well, but every single time I've ever asked Vinny to make an Arcana check, Archer's just like, nah.
Vinny is not a magic person. Like, yeah, he casts spells, but like...
Yeah, I mean, there's still some chance he randomly ran into some knowledge at some point.
Yeah, that always has struck me as weird if, like, a character that has, like, a 1 in a knowledge skill is suddenly like, oh, I know what that is. It's like, how the fuck you know what that is?
Well, that's part of the fun of D&D. When the dice do ridiculous things, it's your job to explain it away.
It's the magic of role playing.
Listen, I want a coherent story, goddammit.
Why? Por qué no las dos? Alright, so, Ezekiel, as you were venturing forward, and actually Tay, you would notice this as well, but a little later, the forest has become more sinister. The tree branches have less vegetation and are sharper edged. The snow is a little bit thinner, not as furious, but incessant and a deadening blanket. It causes all the noise of the forest to die out and just have this monotone drone of your footsteps through the snow, like this beat upon your psyche, just this constant nagging. And Ezekiel, you recognize this as you have actually stepped through to the Shadowfell.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
Vinny,
Yeah.
slow down a little bit.
Okay, Mako, slow down. Whoa. Yeah.
Things have changed a little bit. Look at the trees.
Yeah, and I kind of noticed it's a little bit
They're weird. I think we've stepped into the Shadowfell.
What now?
What makes you think that?
Just an inkling.
I feel like we would have noticed that. Like,
Well, maybe not. This area, the plains are rather shifty, and it's entirely possible we just wandered in.
or maybe it's more likely that like parts of the Shadowfell are seeping into here.
That's also possible. Yes.
I
'Cause,
feel
like, I
like
feel like
y'all
we-
a bunch talking a bunch of nerd shit, and I don't really understand any of it.
Well, hey Nat, what would I know about the Shadowfell? Like, what sort of things do I know about it?
Shadowfell is a Shadowkaya from there. It is one of the echo planes. So most geography in the material plane has its mirror on the Shadowfell, and it is kind of a deadening of emotion. Everything is depressed, and darker and more evilly. Although that's not canon words.
Evil-y.
It's very melancholic.
Does it look like the mire that I had found?
It looks like the path to the mire you found. You're still maybe half an hour out.
Okay, but like I know that like this is roughly the direction I had headed the last time.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. So it's possible then I may have been here before. I mean, when I went hunting, the whole mana and the spooky ghosty looking types people I was dealing with that. Well, I wasn't really dealing with them. I was watching from afar because fuck that shit. But you know, maybe it's possible that they somehow came into town and took your Tia friend. But if that's the case, then we're gonna have to be on our toes here, because those things gave me the heebie-jeebies, if you know what I mean.
Well, and this is where those elves were from. The Shedekai, the ones we fought in the keep.
Yeah.
They came from this place.
These definitely weren't no elves or nothing. They were floating off the ground, kind of spooky, black-looking, creepy motherfuckers, if you know what I'm saying.
Maybe the spirit of the elves be killed.
You know, I really don't need you telling me things like that, because now, see, I'm gonna have, like, nightmares about, like, fucking ghosts coming out and start grabbing me from under the bed and shit.
Don't you already have nightmares, though?
You know, I have different kind of nightmares. They're more realistic for me to be dealing with. I'm not so sure how well I'm gonna be able to, you know, hit something that can float on off the fucking ground, alright?
True.
I'm not exactly, quite the same kind of, like, magic-y person like you twos is.
Magic adjacent. So like
I like I'm fairly good. Yes, I do like magic. That's true.
You
we
know
we know Zeke.
what? I assume we're walking.
We should probably tread a little carefully.
Ezekiel asked you to hold up for a second, but if you'd like to resume walking.
Yeah,
that's fine.
resume walking. I just meant slow down so we can stay together as a team.
Yeah.
Slow walking. Actually,
so you're venturing.
Zeke, is it possible for you to do I don't really know how the fuck magic works. Well, except for the shit that I can do, kinda. Are you able to enchant my sword so that I can, kind of hit things and not have it just kind of whiff through air or some shit? Maybe could you do the same thing with Mako?
The question is if you have the magic weapon spell.
Or just with downtime being able to enchant items.
Oh, yeah.
Either or.
I could certainly do some research and see if I can maybe figure that out. Yes, I could try. Yes.
I mean, I can do it whenever I want.
Well, you know what, Tay, that's fucking great and all, but in case you didn't notice, I only got regular swords, and Mako is a wolf. I don't know if you noticed. Wolves really aren't magical speaking. No offense, Mako. Listen, give him pet on the head. Mako, you're magical in your own sense, but your teeth and your claws ain't really magical. You know what I'm saying? You're real fucking efficient, but they're not.
Mako looks offended.
I have Taya, aka Mini Mako, who is magical.
You're gonna have to stop saying that because it's a fucking pigeon. That is insulting that you're even remotely comparing the two.
Listen, I can make her into a cat or a little puppy if you wanted to make a little Mini Mako.
Then why don't you make it into something that's a little more useful in the snow then?
Because I was trying to go for a dove because I thought it would be cute. But the dove came out a fucking pigeon. And you know what? I love her for who she is.
Alright, as you're venturing through the woods at this point, I'd like everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
You know, that's,
That's
my worst one.
Mako included?
No, it's not. As a wizard, you have proficiency in wisdom saves. Mako included, sure.
Alright, so Vinny got a natty, that's 23.
Oh, bitch.
Mako, get wisdom save. Mako got an 18. Wow, nice one, Mako.
Alright, Jeff, could Ezekiel roll me a d6?
Uh-oh.
Sure, yeah.
You're gonna go mad.
Mad Max.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, come on,
Ooh.
man. The one you roll high on the bad dice?
Yeah. Ezekiel, you've been afflicted with a kind of madness from the Shadowfell as you walk. You gain disadvantage on all ability checks and saving throws that use wisdom, charisma, or intelligence.
I'm sorry, you cut out. What does it do?
Okay, you have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws that use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and you gain the following flaw: I can't tell what's real anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
fucking got here.
this is interesting.
What do you mean? What's interesting?
Well, Vinny,
What? Yeah,
when
what?
did you get a second wolf?
There's-
Is that a second wolf?
I have a second wolf? Where is
What? Yes, it's right there. It's following you.
Is there a second wolf?
I'm pulling out my bow. I'm like, what do you mean a second wolf? There's only one.
It's standing right there.
Is,
It looks just like Mako.
is there a second wolf?
No.
Zeke, there's no second wolf.
I see it. I mean, it's not doing it. It's just following. But it's there.
Okay, you know what, Zeke? Why don't we take like a 5-minute break here? You sit down, maybe eat some of the snow. Don't eat the yellow snow.
What? There's yellow snow.
At this point, I'd like everybody to make me a perception check with disadvantage.
I have advantage on perception checks.
So yours is made even.
Yep.
What about for Mako, since his is both hearing and smell?
Those would not apply to this.
Okay, so then advantage for Mako.
Well, Well,
I
that
said those
sucks.
would not apply to
Damn
this.
it.
Oh, those would not apply to this. Oops.
Yes.
Okay, so it's an 18 anyways for Mako. Oh wait, no, disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Fuck, so that's actually an 18. Because those are both 15s.
Wow.
Oh, wow. No shit.
And then for Vinny at disadvantage, perception is a 12.
Okay. So, as you are discussing with Ezekiel, trying to figure out what exactly has happened, Mako lets out a sharp bark and turns his head as you see a wrathful form drift out from behind one of the trees. It's kind of pale blue with a deep red of rage in its chest and its eyes, making a strong silhouette against the dark black-barked trees and the stark white snow. As it brandishes its spectral axe, it floats forward at Vinny. Please roll initiative. You are not surprised because Mako was a bra.
The pigeon immediately puffs out of existence like, oh shit.
Do I have disadvantage on initiative? No.
No, because that's not a mental check.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a dex check.
I have advantage on this.
I do too.
Wow, amazing, Vinny. That's a 13. Thanks,
Slightly
Vinny. You
lag.
did it.
Oh, I keep forgetting I need to actually click Tay. Hold up. Sorry.
So the way I'm picturing this in my head is basically the fucking ice guy from Game of Thrones, but with like a glowy red shit in his chest and eyes.
Bam.
I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me Discord. Wait. Put it back up. I didn't see it.
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, that's
What?
terrifying. Okay.
There we go.
All right. This is gonna be fun. Great. Cool.
Oh, I rolled it twice. Oops, my bad.
Yeah. All right, Tay, what'd you get?
22.
Okay. Vinny.
Vinny got a 13.
Okay, and then I gotta roll for this fun dude.
F got a 20.
Woo!
Jeff, say something.
Do you guys
There we go.
see that thing standing
It-
there?
Ezekiel,
Oh, yeah, that's
what's
right.
your initiative bonus?
+3.
Okay. As this thing goes out and starts to fly at Vinny, Tay, it is your turn.
Shoot the thingy-majing.
Okay.
Where did my thingy go? Roll 28 for me.
Well, 20 hates all of us.
It's like slowing
It
down.
unites. Its hate unites us.
I'd like reopen my damn character sheet because somehow I clicked it out by an idiot. I'm like an idiot. So how's everyone evening going? Yeah.
Going good.
I'm getting a ton of lag tonight, so.
Yeah,
Me-
I'm
me
getting a little too.
More than normal.
I'm
Yes.
not.
Well, it sucks to suck, I guess, Arch, right?
Yeah, it sucks for you guys. I'm fine.
Well, Tay, is that progressing?
No, I'm getting there. I just gotta.
Okay.
So actually, it's just slow, and I wish it wasn't slow.
Vinny,
There it goes.
we've
There we go.
And
been.
you,
We-
and
No,
you
that's not.
pull out. What's that?
No, oh, that was I hit it twice by accident. My bad.
So the first one,
Yeah.
you stumble for your arrow, but has kind of startled you, and you go to shoot it, but it's just too slow, and it thuds into one of the trees.
Damn truth.
Ezekiel,
How far away is it from me?
10 feet.
Oh shit! All right. Is there any of my companions next to or in front of me? Well, I guess I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if they're even real.
You're really not sure about what's real and what's fake right now, but among the things that you think might potentially be real, you see a spectral ghost thingy brandishing a spectral axe next to Vinny.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Can't cast that. That one does people. God, this is going so slow. I guess I'll just do Cloud of Daggers on that thing, like centered on it.
Okay. As you invoke Cloud of Daggers upon it, this warbling time vortex appears in its space as it looks at itself around it and is a little confused at the concept. Its turn.
Probably timey-wimey.
4d4 force damage.
Come on, kill it. Oh shit.
Nice, that's a good one.
That is pretty good for 4d4.
Holy
2 off
crap.
max. Okay. As that wobbles around it, actually, pieces of it seem to almost vibrate, and parts of its spectral form kind of wisp off, but other parts seem to almost solidify, and actually small shreds of flesh start to drop off of it.
Oh shit! We went back in time. It's alive now.
It's going to be enraged at that, float straight past Mako and Vinny. You may make opportunity attacks.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, Mako. Bite! That's 21 to hit.
That hits. It's gonna make a con save. What?
Strength save.
It's gonna make a strength save. Yes. I was checking if it was immune to prone. 10.
11 is the DC.
It falls over.
I'll get you, spell cat. Snow in the mouth.
Then stands back up and floats towards him because he was only 10 feet away.
Oh wait, I still get my hit too,
Yeah.
What is this thing? It's coming! What is this?
and that's a 15 to hit.
15 misses.
It's all in your head.
So it takes 10 piercing damage, which is halved because it's non-magical attack.
Yeah.
Kind of guessed, didn't ya?
What?
And it's going to take its axe and use it with 2 hands and swing it at your neck. That's only a 22 to hit. That probably misses, right?
Me? No.
That only does 5 damage, though, as it kind of glances off your shoulder. It looks at you enraged, and you can see its hands trembling on its axe as it brings it over in an overhand strike as it kind of recklessly attacks you a second time. But it's left itself open for the round, so all attacks against it for the round will have advantage.
Oh, beautiful.
Cool.
Okay.
And that's a 13. Does that hit you?
No, I'm at 16 right now.
Nice.
Excellent.
That being said, Cloud of Daggers is concentration, so do I have to roll
You have
to...
to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 10.
Alright. Hey, that one's
and,
on. Sorry.
and as this is happening, another one of these figures floats out from behind a tree on the other end and goes silently at Tay.
No, go away. No.
This one has a longsword. It's going to use 2 hands. That's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 damage. And it is likewise going to engage in a reckless attack for the follow-up stab of 15.
My armor class is 15, so yeah.
So that hits. And for 12 damage.
What's
So this
up
one
with that?
floats out. You're still preoccupied with the one in front of you, and the first thing you feel is a spectral longsword being buried into your back.
Yep, felt that. Ow.
Vinny.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, this is a problem. So,
And Ezekiel makes his concentration check.
Yeah.
Vinny.
so Mako and Vinny are gonna ride up to the one that's on Zeke,
Sure.
because Zeke is a squish.
Let's squish.
Stay to the side of it. Stay to the side.
He stays to the side of it.
Yeah. Stands to the side of it, and all attacks against it have advantage, you said?
Yeah, to both of them, because they both did their martial fury ability.
Wonderful. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to... I'm not even going to bother with Hunter's Mark right now.
I don't need that shit.
No, I'm gonna... Alright, so Mako's gonna bite it. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes.
And it needs to make a strength save.
It fails with a 10 again.
So it falls on its butt.
Yep.
And then
On spot.
I'm gonna hit it with my Schwartz.
Double advantage. That's how that works,
Oh,
right?
that's double crits. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright. Well, I should have fucking done the fucking hunter's mark, huh? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah.
Actually, the damage evens out.
So. You stab it twice, very viciously. Getting
25 damage in total between me and Mako.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, because my shit ain't magic. Fuck.
Neither is Mako's.
Yeah, so that's 4. 9, so
21 is another 10, so it's taken 33 damage now as you just full-on murder combo this hapless spirit. Mako grabs its foot, which is only half real in its kind of furred boot, flips it onto the ground as you flip your swords around and bury both of it into roughly its chest cavity. And it looks up at a combination that would have easily dispatched any mortal foe you fought before, but it looks up at you with anger and its mouth opens and you see red fury.
Normally people are dead from that. Alright. Zeke, do something!
I don't know, who are you?
God fucking damn it, Zeke!
Okay.
Hello. So
Your
there's
turn.
still one right next to me.
There's still one accosting you, and there's one that is kind of between Vinny and Zeke at this point, who's on the ground with 2 short swords buried in his semi-existent ass.
So if he's right next to me, I guess I should go melee and take out my short sword
But you might get dirty.
and stab him with that. Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, my dude.
I mean, do ghosts have blood to get him dirty?
True.
You'll find out.
Ghost blood.
Short swording that
That hits handily.
for 8
Four.
damage.
4 damage.
Yeah,
it's
not
not
magical. And I'm also gonna second wind because, a bitch got hurt.
Yeah.
And that's my bonus action.
Alright. Let's you slash across this one. Take some hurt.
And I'm back at 20 hit points now.
Ezekiel.
Ah! I don't like all this around me! I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at
Second level?
Yep.
Okay, so fun fact about Thunderwave. You could cast that right now and catch this one ghost. Or you could cast it and catch both the ghosts and Tay.
Oh, so I'm crazy right now. So I want to get the ghost in front of me and this half man on a wolf that I don't even know if he's real away from me. And I also would like to try and blast the ghost into my cloud of daggers because he only moved 10 feet from it and it can blast him 10 feet away.
Fair enough. So you're going to be getting Mako, Vinny, and this ghost?
Yep.
Fuck
Okay.
me.
Make some con saves, people. The ghost gets a 9.
Does not succeed.
Vinny got an 11, and Mako...
I don't think that succeeds either.
Mako
Sorry,
got a
guys.
17.
No, that'll
Okay.
work.
So, roll your 3d8 thunder damage.
I'm gonna do a thing!
What, are you gonna use a stream die?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No?
I'm gonna use absorb elements.
It's a good call.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you absorb elements, so you and Mako each take 8. However, you get sent flying because you failed a Thunder Waves check. So you are launched 10 feet off of Mako.
Ow!
However, not into Cloud of Daggers, that's what the ghost is going. Because as the ghost takes 16, and then can you please roll me 4d6?
44.
44, yes.
Mako's at half health.
29, you just combo murdered that ghost. As you move around a little bit, clap your hands. A white shockwave sending Snow flying, sending Vinny flying, sending this ghost launching through the air, through the cloud of daggers, where roughly half of its body is minced into nothingness, and the other half is minced into gobs of gooey, bloody flesh on the ground.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's real.
And now my sword is humming with energy.
Yeah, because
Ooh, she's
Absorb
cute.
Elements is pretty cool.
I need to fix the spell so it doesn't look like that when I click it, because it looks horrible.
Here's the other cat. Here's Pie.
You found Pie!
She's got 3 legs. See?
Oh, it's Pie! Oh, kitty.
Here you go, buddy.
It is this one's turn, this Sword Wraith's turn, that's been messing with Tay. And it's gonna look at what just happened. As its eyes glow with fury, and it's going to float after Zeke. Because you just murdered something it apparently cared a little about. Tay, you get an opportunity attack.
I do, with my short sword. My short sword.
However, it
Nope.
just passes straight through the thing with no effect. As it's going to make its double attack at Ezekiel.
Okay.
Well, the lowest is a 21.
Oh, well, yeah. Then they'll both hit.
Okay.
Good rolls. Good rolls. You take 14 slashing damage from both of them combined.
Yikes.
As it takes its long sword and just going into a fury, slashing through you as fast as it can.
That's a
And
problem.
now it's Vinny's turn.
Okay. So now there's a sword guy, because the axe guy is dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Mako and Vinny are gonna ride up on Sword Bro. Actually, I'm 10 feet away.
Yes.
Mako has enough movement speed, though, to run over, so I can climb on, and then...
Yeah. Oh, you also are prone, by the way. So actually, you need Mako to walk over because you have to spend half movement standing up, and the other half movement getting on Mako.
Yep, which is fine.
Mounting costs half movement.
Yeah, so he comes over, and I hop up on the saddle, and then we go back over to the sword guy.
Yep.
Look at that, Nat.
Run over to the sword guy, and we're just gonna lay into him. Did he do the reckless thingy?
Always.
Alright. So Mako's 15 to hit, that's not gonna... That misses, right?
That just barely misses.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm gonna hit him, and my first attack, or whichever melee attack hits, does another
Yeah.
d6 of thunder damage.
Yar.
That's 25 to hit. And then... wow. 1 point of thunder damage.
Man.
But that does mean you're doing damage with a spell, so the attack will do full damage.
Hooray! And then
So
my
you
offhand.
Target for 11,
And a 21 to hit for 9.
which becomes 4.
Yeah.
So you get back on Mako. Mako rides you over, snaps up, it misses, and you bring your short sword around, crackling with thunder energy as it smacks into its back and just, and parts of the ghost kind of float out of it. And then you follow up with just another slice back through it. There's no like satisfying murdery, slicey, bloody parts. There's definitely damage being dealt as you were passing through this specter.
Good, good.
Tay.
Stab it. Stabby, stab, stab, stab.
Not back to bow time.
Not yet.
Okay. That'll hit.
Yay. Full 7/3 damage, I think.
Yep. It's you. Stab it in his ankle and it gets upset.
Not much damage.
No.
That's
Alright. Ezekiel.
I'm going to disengage and walk behind my Cloud of Dagger spell.
Sure. I'm out. Out, 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 out.
It floats by and goes around the cloud.
Its turn.
Did you think I was stupid?
So there is. So it has Vinny and Tay next to it.
Yep.
Vinny's on Mako, and then there's a cloud of daggers,
Yep.
which is fairly near to, and on the other side of that is Ezekiel.
Yep. Death grip.
How much does it want Ezekiel dead?
A lot.
Not a
go
lot.
Roll a
I'm not-
d20 highs and lows.
I'm gonna go with enough. It floats forward through the cloud of daggers. A little towards-
Yeah, it's not smart.
Also, you two make OAs.
Oh yeah.
These do not have advantage because it hasn't used its ability yet.
18 to hit for 10 for me.
Yup.
And Mako, I probably should have had Mako do it first, whatever. Mako got a
2
22.
damage from me.
Oh, and he needs to make a strength save. I'll get you.
22 to save.
Fuck. I just think it's
Yeah,
funny
but-
as hell that they just face plant in the snow and then get back up, try to brush it off like nothing happened.
I'm okay.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I meant to do that.
And it's going to actually, while standing in the cloud of daggers, parts of its body just getting horrifically mutilated. It's going to make its 2 attacks at Ezekiel.
Oh, this could kill me.
Like, I should do this one at a time then.
Have fun, don't die.
18 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
for 11 damage.
Yep, I'm unconscious.
It's going to make an attack on your unconscious body. Because you're unconscious and it's in 5 feet of you, it gets advantage. If it hits, it automatically crits and invokes 2 failed death saves.
Oh, cool. So I might die on my turn.
Well, because you need the 3rd failed death save, so you get to make a roll. Also, Vinny and Tay get a blow for you.
Yeah,
It also could miss,
You have a stream
but
guy.
it doesn't.
I do. I'm probably gonna have to use
Yeah.
it. So
So that's a 19 to hit, so it's going to, after you go on the ground dying, it's going to bury its sword in your neck. For 2 failed death saves. Turns a little bit before pulling it out. Vinny.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is the problem. Oh boy. Alright, so Mako and Vinny are gonna rush over. Mako is gonna try to bite the ghost.
Sure.
Fuck! With the 15.
Just misses.
And Vinny is gonna pull out his scroll of cure wounds at 3rd level and use it on Zeke.
Okay.
Ooh, shit.
So yeah, 3d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
My wisdom modifier is a whopping 3, so
That's pretty good for low level.
you regain 10 HPs.
okay. So does that put me at 9 then? Or
No,
how's
that puts you at
That
10.
puts you at 10.
Oh, okay.
You start at 0.
And
Okay.
both your death saves go away.
Oh,
And
Okay.
my scroll is gone, sad face.
Yeah, as Mako bites at, snaps at it, you pull out a scroll, unfurl it, and start muttering an incantation as the little corner of it bursts into divine fire. Quickly rushes across the page, devolving it into ash, and that very light that consumes the scroll also heals Ezekiel. All right, Tay.
Now I'll shoot it because desperate times call for desperate measures.
Get it.
Hope I don't fail.
That cracks.
Yay!
Do I
11
use a shot?
damage. Yeah, probably should. I'm gonna do the impact.
It's the one that knocks it back.
Yeah, so that's a strength save.
No!
Yeah, and it makes another 2d6
Yeah, I need to roll.
damage.
Yes. And that makes it magical damage, right?
Yep. So it makes a 7 for its save, so it fails the save.
And it gets knocked out of the cloud of daggers. Me.
Oh, I forgot to move it out of the cloud of daggers. I was gonna do that at the end of its turn. Um.
Oh, I thought we were
Alright.
out of it. My bad.
So it takes 19 damage, and as your arrow bursting with energy slams into it, you almost see it in slow motion as it enters into its chest, barely any resistance, and then explodes inside of it. And 19 damage is going to absolutely obliterate this specter into wisps of nothingness. Also, the cloud of daggers was gone anyway because Ezekiel was
yeah.
unconscious.
I was gonna
yeah,
say.
you're
Sure,
right.
sure.
Fuck. Alright.
But this is a dead thing.
Kill the thing. And the markup I used. A
Oh. Does the madness go away when he drops unconscious?
Nope.
If anything, if I perpetuate it.
Fun fact, spell effects don't end on you when you die and get brought back. You could be under the effect of charmed person, fully die and be revivified and still be charmed.
Hooray.
Huh.
That's okay, because none of us have Revivify.
I gave you a scroll of it. What happened to that? Use it on the damn wolf.
Use it on the wolf.
Yeah, you probably should have saved that, but oh well.
Why did you want your wolf to die?
Well, I mean, I can actually resurrect my own damn wolf.
Well, okay, now you tell me.
He did. Yeah. Alright, so.
Cat
Okay. Zeke, you alright there, buddy?
I'm feeling a little woozy.
Can you do me a favor and not fucking thunderwave me and my dog again?
I guess. I mean,
Ezekiel, your vision is swimming a little bit with images of those red, angry coals of eyes with a sword raised over your neck, just flashing into your vision every once in a while. You're kind of freaked.
Are they still around? Is there more of them?
No, we're fine,
I
Zeke.
think we're good for now.
Okay. I swear there's more of them around us, but
Zeke.
They don't seem to be doing anything.
Zeke, I'm gonna teach you something here, all right? Close your eyes.
What? Yes.
Close your eyes. Okay.
They're closed.
All right. Focus on your hearing. Now you can hear me talking.
Yes. Yes.
You hear Mako breathing.
I do.
You hear Tay right there breathing as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know, illusion type shit, whatever the fuck's going on with you right now, that affects your sight.
I think I would know if I had an illusion on.
You know, funny enough, a lot of people tend to say shit like that, and then they have no fucking clue.
I'll have to take your word for it, but I swear that they're around us. There's more of them.
Well, they're not.
Okay.
We're pretty good right now, for the time being.
Do you want to, like, hold on to the side of Mako and just kind of follow along like that? Like
Like a support pigeon.
Do you bring the pigeon back?
Oh yeah, I'm like slap my head like, hey, come back.
I'm gonna use my healer feat and heal myself. By the way.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 8. How much you heal? You can also use that on Mako and Vinny and Tay, literally everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it on everybody that needs it.
We could take a short rest right now if you want. I want to like poke and prod at the
14.
That's pretty good.
Shades.
Do you want me to roll it for everybody, Nat?
I'll be nice. You can apply a 14 heal to everybody.
Okay.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay.
That brings me back to full.
That brings all of us back to full. Including Mako, because Mako only has 16.
It's helpful too because it gives me a task to focus on, so I don't I'm not focusing on the demon nightmares that are surrounding me.
Yeah. When it's becoming less of a like active fear and freak out, becoming more of a passive concern for your own sanity as your brain is being tested by this place, and you know it. It's the simplest thing to snap out of it, but you can't.
Okay.
Because it's the simplest. It's also the hardest.
Way to describe my everyday anxiety, Nat.
There may be a little bit of life experience involved in that.
I'm like taking the sword and like prodding at the body, but like, what the fuck are these
There's
things?
not really much of a body left.
What is left?
There were the little fleshy bits.
No, fleshy bits.
Yeah, they're pretty gross. And actually, that's about it.
Oh god.
Do these look like the things that I saw at the mire?
Yes. But they're more red. Before it was just the eyes. Now they're like have a red light in their chest.
Okay.
I think that might have something to do with how angry they get.
You know what? So, these may have been the things that I was seeing. So, if I had to take a guess, there's probably a good chance that, your friend got, dragged into this here? Marsha. Probably.
I almost forgot about one thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, never mind. Good.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
What?
There was a voice in the
What
sky that was saying something, and it said, "Never mind." All right.
Are you there, Paylord?
I don't care to face those again.
Well,
Well, we might have to. We need to go get Thea out of here.
Oh. Thea.
Tay or Ezekiel, if you think it's appropriate, I'll leave that decision up to you. You can roll religion checks on these, this thing afflicting Ezekiel. You can also roll an Arcana check for that one. You can also roll a religion check on these spectral beings that you fought.
I'll do Arcana. Not much religion here.
Vinny, you can as well, but I've stopped asking.
Not much Arcana either, apparently.
I'll do Arcana on the things. I'm still not convinced that anything's wrong with me.
You can only do religion on the creatures. Arcana is the one you can apply to your madness.
You know, funny thing, I'm proficient in 6 skills, and none of them apply in this situation.
All right, I'll do religion to check these creatures out.
Yeah.
That being said, could I do a medicine check?
On
Zeke?
him?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
My natural medicinal skills.
I mean, you've probably dealt with mental stuff before in your life.
Living on the
It's not that
streets, it's
uncommon.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get that good stuff, you know what I'm talking about.
So Ezekiel, with a 12, you know what these things are, but not much else. These are sword wraiths. These are a particular type of wraith that is born out of a creature that dies in battle. Sometimes seeking glory or honor, but also sometimes out of victims of battle, where there was great fear or anger. Often when a soldier or warrior believes they were cheated.
Well, I relay that to the group.
So maybe these are the things we killed already. Huh?
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say no, because we're going to a different place here.
Hate to burst your bubble, but they didn't seem to be elven wraiths.
Okay.
And you know, I kind of told you the story about there were the people, and they got killed by the army and all that shit, because, you know, they were treating the enemy soldiers, and... Which really, I mean, if you think about it, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of wartime ruling or some shit out there saying that you're not supposed to attack people that are providing medical treatment to either side. You know, I'm pretty sure that's a law somewhere.
May or may not be frowned upon, but there's very little central governing body in these parts, out in the outskirts.
You know, maybe that should be regulated then. Maybe there should be, I don't know, like a Vanguards.
Well, we can probably figure that out later. Like, we should probably press on and try to see if we can get Thea, if she's alive.
Oh,
Because
I
at
almost
this
forgot.
point, that's questionable.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. Tay, you rolled on whatever's happening to Ezekiel.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got a 9 on medicine though.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Definitely some sort of effect. You're pretty sure that's affecting his brain and his perception. You're thinking it has something to do with the Shadowfell. You think maybe a spell like Calm Emotions or Remove Curse might be able to help him?
Okay. So we need to get to Thea, see if we can find her, get her out of here. Also need to get Zeke out of here because he's gonna get a little fucked up.
Yeah.
What?
You're fine. You're doing great, Zeke. You want the pigeon? Here, take the pigeon.
Oh, it's an ice bird.
You have an emotional support pigeon.
Although you didn't have a bird last time. Is this bird even real?
No, but
I don't like it. I toss the bird.
Did you toss the bird?
No.
I mean, it is a pigeon. It's probably used to getting kicked around.
Yeah, but it's so rude.
No, fuck pigeons. They're shit. They're the worst.
It like pops, like you throw it and like it just like doesn't fly. It's like meh, and it like, pops out of existence.
I once had a wizard who had a goldfish as his familiar.
And then it's just kind of like reappear, like pop up, like on my shoulder, like, hey, what's up?
You got your pigeon back.
Like, hey, I'm good.
All right. All right, that's enough gross pigeon noises.
Vanguards of the pigeons.
Vanguards of the pigeons.
You know,
Okay.
I'm a little surprised you guys didn't find an excuse to bring the watchtower.
Because I
yeah,
can't...
why didn't we bring the watchtower?
Because I can't track from a watchtower.
This was low-key, we needed to track.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's for
But I'm
a
just-
storm the
I'm-
castle type scenario, not a...
I'm kind of surprised you didn't try though.
We could have tethered ourselves to Mako and like had Mako lead the watchtower.
Oh, like up? Kind of like
Yeah.
up?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
All right,
So
let's keep
you're
going.
going to venture farther into the forest?
the Shadow Hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you, Vinny? At this point, are you just heading to Venfield Mire?
I'm gonna try to stay along the tracks as long as I can.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just wondering if you're spending time actually following the trail, which is still present, or if you're just abandoning that and going to the mire where you're fairly certain it's lead.
No, I'm gonna follow the trail because that's still gonna give me clues as to where specifically they may have brought her in, because there may have been, like, a secret entrance, or she could be hanging from a fucking tree, like a fucking Outlast type shit.
Don't
All right.
say that.
Fucking impaled on a spike.
Don't speak that into
Vinny,
existence.
Vinny, you seem to know the story behind where these wraiths came from. How many people were in this family that... What?
That wasn't in the document.
Is it not in the document?
It just said 7
you
generations. I don't know how big the generation is.
Then you didn't hear that when you gathered information on this family.
I'm not really sure. All the
okay.
stories that I got were just that there was 7 generations living in the manor. I mean, not all at one time, keep in mind. Like, that's just how long they had the manor in the family. I assume, if they were human, anyways, that it was probably, like, it's like maybe some kids, a mom and a dad, maybe like the one uncle that doesn't know when to get the fuck out of the house and get his own place.
It's like somewhere between 20 to 30.
I mean, that's kind of a lot, but I suppose if they have, like, servants and shit, then yeah, maybe.
Like imagine like 7 generations. You like have like the 2 like parents of the generation. That's 14 people plus whatever kids they have.
So there could be 14 of those horrifying wraiths here.
At minimum, I would say,
Oh.
like bare minimum.
Maybe.
All right then.
I mean, if that's the case, if we end up seeing more of these things, then best I can say is it's probably best we try to turn this into more of like a stealth rescue mission rather than a storm the gate type of situation.
Yeah, we didn't do that well against those last 2.
All right. Yes, I like stealthy. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. While we're going along, I'm gonna use my primeval awareness and see if I can get a blip on my radar of Thea.
Sure. You reach that primal awareness. That's just humanoids, right?
Yes, just
Yeah.
my favorite.
you don't
enemies.
you don't have a greater favorite enemy yet. That's 6th level.
6th level. Yep.
All right. So you shoot out your awareness.
5-mile radius.
Okay. Yeah, that's close. Goes far enough. And yeah, you get in this desolate, kind of weighted forest of the Shadowfell. You reach out for other life besides you, and get nothing.
Do I know if the place is within 5 miles?
You're quite certain it is. Your brain does remind you, almost as an escape for the possibility that you're quite certain you're going to have to face your friend Tay is going to have to face. Last time this primitive awareness thing happened like this, there was some sort of portal involved.
I was gonna assume that she was dead.
That is the obvious answer, but your brain does tickle you with the tantalizing possibility that there might yet be a happy ending.
Right.
I was thinking maybe she was like Eladrin, so that he didn't pick that up because she's.
You have to be pretty hardcore Eladrin to actually be a Fey Eladrin.
Otherwise, if it's an elf, I can still track it.
Yeah, elves are humanoid. But there are actual Eladrin that are Fey.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Maybe Thea's just way more Fey than you thought. That thought probably doesn't cross Vinny's mind.
No. Alright, so, Tay, I got
Yeah.
bad news and, potentially bad news.
Give me the good news.
So the good news is we're still alive.
That's obvious. Thank you. That wasn't news.
Okay. You know, I'm not even gonna bullshit. I don't fucking have any good news. So I tried doing some of my little Ranger Voodoo type magic shit. There's no blip of Tia, whatever the fuck it is, whichever. You keep fucking confusing me with this shit. Yeah, Thea. Yeah, I'm not picking her up, and she would definitely be within my radius, which means potentially worst news is she's dead. Potentially not as worst news, but potentially still really bad news is that there might be another portal type situation going. In either case, it's just really shitty.
So we're looking for a portal. All right.
Yeah.
Any idea how to track down a portal? Should we follow the trail more, see if it comes to a portal?
Pretty much.
We're going through a portal.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah.
I don't like this place very much.
Zeke,
Yeah.
no one asked your damn opinion.
Well, just letting you know.
You know, I don't think anybody here likes this place, including Mako. Fuck, even the pigeon, I'm pretty sure probably don't fucking like this place.
All right. Let's just keep moving. We're looking for a portal.
Following the trail.
All right, as you follow the trail,
Following the leader.
as you follow the trail down, you eventually get into the point where the ground becomes moist and then mushy. And as you're walking through, suddenly your feet are falling through and breaking ice into cold water. Thin ice of a mire. And as you're going through, and Vinny, you're expecting a familiar sight. A house rises on the horizon. Through the tree line. One that was definitely not there when you last visited this geographic location.
Okay, so, Zeke, what was that you were saying about the Shadowfell being like a parallel or some shit?
Yes, it's a reflection of our world. It bleeds over and strange things happen. Do you see that house over there? Am I the only one? There's a house, right?
No,
Nope, that's...
Okay.
That wasn't there last time I was here.
Clarify, okay.
That definitely was not here. So maybe last time I wasn't in the Shadowfell, in which case, oh boy,
Could be moving.
Vinny, your other notice that you have is that the ground here, while damp and somewhat swampy, this is nowhere near like the full pond mire that was in this location last time.
gotcha.
The ground is much firmer.
It's more supple.
Yeah. Like before, it was like, this is a fetid lake. Now it's like, this ground is mushy and parts of it are water. But you can walk across it.
Gotcha.
Go through a portal without knowing it?
Well, not a portal. You might have crossed over, though. Avarice was studying charts of the planes and their movements. Back in her keep, I caught a glimpse of some of them.
You know, I'm really not liking all this magic shit that you're throwing at me.
Well, magic shit keeps coming, so they better get used to it at this point.
Yeah, you know, this is great, guys. Let's alright, stealth up, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Everybody make stealth checks, including the wolf friend.
As you pour your tea.
Yes. Gotta get the last use out of that thermos. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's for Vinny.
Doesn't matter because I rolled shit.
There's a lovely section in the player's handbook where it details group checks and how if the majority of a group succeeds, it actually doesn't matter if one person fails. And
I did
everyone's...
terribly though.
But
I'm
Vinny
crying.
and Mako did fucking wonderful.
And I did average.
Yeah. Let me just go check these fuckers' passive perceptions. Yeah. You guys sneak through the forest, heading towards the manor, presumably?
Yeah, still following the trail though.
Yeah, following
Yeah.
that trail.
As you get into the more swampy parts, the trail becomes harder to follow, but it picks back up as it seems that whatever you're following was dragged just straight across the ground.
Oh boy.
In a straight beeline.
Alright, so we do that. We go.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you venture forward, you get to the door of the manor. It looms over you hungrily. The door seems to be ever so slightly ajar.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna try to listen in.
You listen in?
Me and Mako. We're doing like that Scooby and Shaggy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Gotta lighten the mood a little bit.
And the pigeon's on top.
Anyone who wants to make perception checks.
The pigeon is Scrappy Doo, obviously.
Naturally.
Naturally?
Yep.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw the ball to Naturally. No, you're gonna throw the ball to who? Naturally.
God damn it. Ezekiel, apparently you're listening too.
Vinny got a 20. Mako
Nice.
got a... Mako got
What
a
the
21.
fuck?
Whew.
Because Mako apparently has to one-up me.
And
Taylor's just not paying attention right now.
Tay, are you sure that you're not the one who got afflicted by the despair?
Who knows? Pigeon brains.
Oh shoot! I'm supposed to make that on
with
with disadvantage, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Other people found things anyway.
Okay.
And I have a plan for you.
All
All right. So as you're listening, Vinny and Mako, you listening. Mako's smelling
And hearing.
listening. You don't notice any sounds. You don't. But as you touch the ground over the foundation, you feel almost a churning. And Ezekiel, you hear a kind of squelching noise.
Do you hear that squelching, Vinny? Tay? Tay, pay attention.
No, my bird is like doing cute things. You see this little dance it's doing?
Do I hear these things?
It's
No.
a squelching noise.
Vinny,
Pushy.
you do not notice this.
Zeke, I think you might be hearing things now, because,
Okay. Pretty sure there's a noise, but to take your word for it.
It's fine. There's nothing around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
More of those sword wraiths. I think there's more of them around.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they are, but, like, they weren't making squelching noises. In fact, they weren't really making noises at all.
What if there's a squelching wraith?
That's a really poorly named enemy, I'm gonna tell you.
Seriously doubt that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, guess we're going in then. Stay behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Before, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna cast Goodberry,
Good berry.
and I'm going to give 2 to Tay, 2 to Zeke, and then 6 for myself.
Cute day.
All right.
So 2 for Tay, 2 for Zeke, and 6 for me.
Seems good to me.
Alright.
Okay.
Hold on to
Yeah.
these. You know what to do. If someone gets knocked down, shove that shit in the mouth.
The ever so slightly opened door. Vinny, as you look at it, contemplating opening it, you almost feel like it yearns to be opened. You can almost see it, maybe trick of the light, it ever so slightly squeaking farther open. Silently.
I'm gonna take my swords out.
Yeah.
And
And as you blink, it's right back where it first started. It looks like it's making progress every once in a while. You think you're just nervous.
I'm gonna take one of my swords and very slowly prod the door open.
You slide it in and pull the door. It moves on silent hinges until it hits a cacophonous.
Oh! Why?
And you freeze. And as you look into this manor in the foyer, which is a hallway that runs down the length of the manor, almost it seems, about 15 feet down, is a giant gash in the floor, carved out of the wood, and a bare stone ramp descending into darkness.
Is there a blood trail?
There is a blood trail.
Does it go down the stone stairs?
It's a ramp, and yes.
Or the ramp, sorry.
Do you have a light source?
Zeke?
I can cast light, yeah. I do that.
Zeke, you wanna do the pebble trick again, or?
Yeah, that seemed to work last time. The mouth lantern?
Yeah.
The mouth lantern.
I'm just gonna assume that I probably kept that pebble.
Sure. And then I want to say, Tay, you have light too, don't you? If you want.
No, I didn't take that.
Didn't you pick it up with Arcane Initiate?
No, I took the Ritual Caster instead.
Oh, right. All right.
So I do
you
mouth
have
pebble.
You mouth pebble.
Yeah, just kind of.
There are a couple of doors on the upper floor before the large gash in the floor. One to your right and one a little farther closer on the left. But they seem untampered with.
So we need to just go straight down. We need to find Thea.
I'd like to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree.
Well, then we gotta be going down the ramp.
All right. As you venture forward, you hear Mako's footfalls making little click noises on the wood.
Oh, I love that
Zeke-
sound.
Ezekiel follows with the ever so slight creak of the wood before you move on to the stone. Tay padding silently after.
Do I still hear that squelching noise?
Whenever you think about it, whenever your brain clears and you're just casting about your senses, it returns.
Okay.
This pathway leads down a fairly short walk, actually. Your mouth lantern casting shadows upon a curling stone passage.
Over his cheeks.
Yes. And as you round around the corner, what you come upon. What was your stealth check, particularly, Vinny? You haven't done anything to break stealth, so what was that one?
Mine was an 18.
Okay. As you round the corner and look, you see a pit. A pit filled with murky water and an almost slime-like, ooze-like viscous substance. And rising out of the water in a familiar to Zeke squelching noise, you see a horrific sight.
Oh, good.
That guy.
Gross.
Rise
What
out.
the fuck is that?
Rise out of the water. Watching over it silently, swords in hand, are two more of the sword wraiths, watching it expectantly, almost eagerly.
Jesus Christ.
None of them seem to have noticed you yet, and the rest of your companions are around the corner.
Do I see a body floating in the water?
It's pretty murky and pretty dark. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
And woe be to those who look so clearly at such dark things.
23 perception. I'm gonna go mad.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, there it is. That's a crit. That's a 23.
Nice.
So as you look in at this, there's a darkness to it. Almost the look of it spirals down as you inspect this pit. And it seems to draw you in. You even feel yourself lean in, almost take a step forward. But Mako looks up at you. His nose brushes against your wrist, and that pulls you back. And as you gaze at this pit, you do indeed see a limp, slender, naked body in the pit.
Okay, I'm going to back around the corner.
Sure.
And using my silent speech, which is my Ghostwise Halfling ability.
Telepathy!
Telepathy, because then we don't have to talk.
Yep.
Although I don't remember, did we say that it worked one way, or...?
It's a one way, so you can do
Yeah.
to them, they have to whisper back to you.
Okay.
As long as they're careful, there's actually a rule in the PHB that unless a creature's nearby, it's impossible to hear whisper.
Okay. So I'm gonna say telepathically to both of them, like, one at a time, be like, so there's a weird, blobby-looking monster motherfucker above a pit of swirly, nasty-ass, slimy water. And there's two more of them sword ghost things. And, I think she's dead. She's floating in the water there, and she ain't moving. I didn't pick her up. We can either leave, or we can try to get in there. I'm not so sure about this.
Does his description spark any sort of recognition in the research I did?
You could make a. This is really a religion check. But you have disadvantage because you have disadvantage of two things. You get disadvantage from being told secondhand and disadvantage because you're mad, but they don't stack, so just roll disadvantage.
Come on.
Oh.
Well, that
Oh.
Roll one more time.
I did. Just taking
Oh.
its sweet time.
You'd still know something because you're still a wizard who's actually studied things adjacent to this, so you'd get something.
Oh, not much though.
No, not much. You can tell that there's definitely some sort of touch of devils here.
Okay.
That thing is fiendish and devilish. And given the sword wraiths in the premises, you're thinking that potentially some sort of devilish deal was struck at some point to cause a lot of this. That thing, as you described it to you, you realize it's not something to be feared. It is something to pity. It's a lemur. It is a extremely weak fiend. It is the basic embodiment of a wretched soul ripped from a body and embodied into a devilish figure.
Okay. I do like whisper relay that information.
You imagine this must have been why your primal awareness did not detect a humanoid, because this is a fiend.
And Thea is dead. Toad's dead. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, do we know for a fact that Thea's dead?
I mean, I didn't get any blip on my radar, and there's a body floating in the water.
I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point.
Her body is dead. Her soul potentially gets salvageable.
Yeah,
I think
but none of us can resurrect.
we can at least try to just get her body back. I mean, we were able to take down 2 of them.
How many of those sword wraiths were there?
2.
2 of them.
Well, I'm a little weak on magic right now, but I could do something. Yes.
We did take a short rest, so your
You
arcane
did.
recovery.
You could. Did you guys actually take a short rest?
I think we talked about it. Only we actually decided to.
I don't think you actually took a
Oh
short
yeah,
rest.
yeah, no, we didn't because Zeke
You
used
could-
the magic key.
Yeah, you could slink off and strike a short rest. That'd also allow him to use the healer ability again on each of you. Of course, you never know what might happen in the meantime.
No.
I'm almost close to full on my HP, so I don't
I'm
need
full.
that. I'd get 1 second level spell slot back.
Yeah.
So I've still got a couple first level ones and 1 more second level one. So I actually probably would be fine.
We can get a drop on them and just try to take them out and see if we can get her body back, and if this Lemore is, I don't know what, if it's friendly at this point or whatever.
Well, and this land has changed since you last came through here, Vinny. And what if this spreads
Right.
to Kenneth Roads?
That's a good point. Alright, if that's the case, here's the plan. Me and Mick will go in first, alright? We're gonna get engaged. You're saying that the Limo thing is kind of weak, right? Like, it's not really that big a threat?
CR0.
Alright, so we'll rush in. I'm gonna go after one of the sword things first. Soon as I get into range with it and start beating the shit out of it, you two focus on it as well so that we can take them out one by one quicker. That way they can't start doing a lot of damage to us. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So whatever I hit, you hit.
Tay, do you have anything to strengthen his weapons?
No, I can't do
Okay.
that. I can only do it for myself.
That's selfish.
Listen, it's stupid. I'm not going into that right now. Let's just get this done.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright,
Ready, break.
alright. I'm gonna do, on the count of 3, we're gonna go.
3.
1, 2, 3. Charge!
Could you please roll initiative?
Alright. Advantage. Oh! Natty! Added 24.
Woo! Enemies keep rolling bomb initiative.
That's okay. That's all right, Nat. Keep that up, please.
And the only reason why I even know what a Lemur is because the critical roll. Thanks, Matt Mercer.
Keep forgetting to freaking.
Using all the creatures in the monster manual that I forget about.
They're essential to Devil Society.
They are. Except the only devil I like are Rakshasa, because they're fucking badass.
They're really cool. So Ezekiel gets a 17. Vinny
Second.
gets a goes first.
Hold up, I'm still trying to freaking get them out.
Have you considered just leaving your character sheet open?
I have left it open. I just scrolled away from the thing, the person
Yeah,
words. There we go. I'm tired. I'm so tired right now.
We can tell.
I can tell. All right. As you burst forth, very fittingly, Vinny, you go first.
Beautiful. So we're gonna rush in, and I'm assuming that it's like one on the left, one on the right, and they're flanking the lemur.
Yeah. Yep.
Right is right, so I'm gonna go for the one on the right.
But it's not lemur.
Lemur.
Mm.
Whatever. It's a
Alright.
It's a monkey. So I'm gonna rush over to the one on the right, and Mako is gonna do a bitey bite.
You're gonna end it.
23 to hit for
That's pretty good.
pretty good piercing.
But 12 makes it safe.
Damn it. That's rude, and I have advantage anyways because
Going
reasons.
first. So as Mako goes out and bites this one, it wheels around at you, and its red rage looks at you, and then almost tempers into, as the light dims into a deep, still smoldering purple. But you see something new in its eyes. Pity.
Is it pitying me?
It appears so.
I have a quick question. I did the knowledge roll earlier to figure out what these sword wraiths are.
Yeah.
What
What was that?
You lagged.
do I? Yeah, I know. It's all night. Do I know what language they speak? I did the knowledge roll earlier to figure out what they are.
You're pretty sure they speak whatever they spoke in life.
Okay.
Given that they live near Kenneth Roads, likely common.
Okay.
Vinny, continue your attack.
Yeah, Vinny's just gonna give like his mean face. He's gonna mean mug him and then just hit him with the swords. Oh. Well, the
So
first
one hit.
Yeah.
You've done 10 damage to it. As you, between the bite and one slash. This one has more purple. As you were laying into it, you see it has a still fearsome but softer face. A feminine face. And it smiles grimly and looks at you like you're already dead.
What the fuck?
As it goes to lay into you with 2 attacks.
Oh, good.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
And a 19 then also hits.
Yep.
For 14 slashing damage.
Ow.
The other one.
Guys, if you want to help out now.
The other one hasn't even seen another opponent yet. Is
Yep.
also going to take 2 steps over around the lemur, level its sword at between your eyes, and
Jesus.
That's not okay.
14.
Nope.
As you dodge out of the way, it raises up and goes for a downward chop at you. 17.
Yep.
5 slashing damage.
Ow, guys, stop it.
Stop it.
Hit the wolf. He has a higher AC.
The lemur looks at you with its almost shapeless form kind of morphing. Its face looks up at you with maybe a little bit of confusion, a flicker of hope, as it then sludges towards you, raises a big gelatinous limb, which swells as it raises it out and goes to swing at you.
No, don't.
It's gonna make a fist attack. 11.
No.
It tried. Okay.
Help.
I'm gonna shoot the one on the right.
So as you wheel around the corner to see the scene for the first time,
What the fuck? Sorry.
you can to see the scene for the first time. You see this gelatinous creature and these familiar wraiths as it looks up at you, locks eyes, and there's almost a flicker of recognition,
No.
almost a smile.
You're gross
You-
now, Theo.
I would like you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. Oh, 18.
You grit your teeth. Focus on what's in front of you. And continue on.
Man.
Make your attack.
Oh, can we roll again?
Yeah, I'm being nice, because you jumped the gun. And sometimes you benefit from that.
Yeah. And I rolled a
But
crit
not
fail.
today!
Crit fail.
You didn't have to be attacking the lemur, were you?
No, I was.
Because that hits the lemur.
No, that's so mean.
But it doesn't. It would have hit if you had aimed at it. But you shoot and you're distracted. And it flies over, sailing over the head, and hits the cave ceiling. Ezekiel.
Right. So I'm gonna fucking come around the corner and have to roll a wisdom save and die a horrible death.
So as you come around the corner and see the scene, it looks... Actually, you're a little relieved even. As you look upon what's happening here, and everything makes sense.
Oh.
Okay.
You,
All right then.
You see your friends fighting these horrible creatures, attempting to save someone's life. And there was a clarity to that. An eternal
Okay. So are there? I want to cast Shatter. Can I do that and not hit Vinny, and hit at least the two sword wraiths?
So you can hit the two sword wraiths and Vinny, or you can hit the two sword wraiths and the lemur.
Well, I've got to tell. I don't have any sort of dispel magic, so even if that is Theo, which I'm pretty sure it is. Well, you know what? I don't recognize it. I see this horrible monster. Yeah, I'm gonna do the two sword wraiths and the lemur with Shatter.
All right, roll your 3d8 thunder damage. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it works for the spells that are actually in roll 20, but some of mine aren't.
What's your save DC?
14.
The lemur got a 14 on the die.
So it takes half that.
Yeah. Then the sword wraiths. That's a 9 and a 14. So that one of them will take half, one will take full.
Cool.
Oh, the one that everyone's attacking takes 14 and is pushed back. No, this is shattered, not thunder wraiths. My bad. It takes 14 damage. The other one takes 7. The lemur takes 7. And as the shatter vibrates through its viscous form, it actually stays standing. Because the one thing they have going for them is a moderate amount of hit points. Cool. Vinny.
Hi. Alright, so I'm gonna have Mako bite the one in front of me. The one,
Sure.
the wraith on the right.
The hurt one.
Yeah. Fuck me.
That actually hits that one.
Oh.
That one has a slightly lower AC.
Hooray! Does make it save.
Right. No.
Oh, okay.
So that one would be prone.
Do I want to take the hits? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's prone. I have advantage. I'm just gonna hit it. I'm gonna do it.
Get it.
23 to hit for 10.
Yarp.
And a 16 hit for 10.
Yarp.
Alright.
Yeah.
Guys.
As you pull a similar move from last time, tripping the thing and then taking your two short swords down, but this time it's stab and drag across its neck, both sides, in one after the other. And that purple light twinges with red in anger as it looks up at you
Oh, it's not dead, is it?
angrily.
No, it's not dead. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, help! Guys, this is gonna be bad.
Its turn.
Okay. Hey, how's
It
going?
goes to stab you from the ground. Actually, it's gonna stab Mako from the ground.
Okay.
Makes
think-
sense.
It has disadvantage when it's prone, right?
Yes, it does, but that's an 18 to hit
Fuck, that's his AC.
for 12 damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
As it slashes across Mako's belly, pushing you back off over it, and it stands up, and it almost looks and registers that look of pain across your face as it hurts Mako, and it smiles, and goes to stab Mako in the face.
Oh, fuck you.
Jesus.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
That's 7 slashing damage.
Mako's down.
Jesus
The sword wraith runs its long sword through Mako's maw,
Oh.
out and back out of Mako's back.
It's not dead.
Ooh.
Death saves. Death saves.
I'm aware. And you fall off of Mako prone onto the ground.
Fuck me.
That's how that works. The other one, a little weathered, lines across his face, looks down at you grimly, unspeaking. Raises his sword and goes to stab at you. Huh.
It's a crit, ain't it?
That's 12?
No. Oh.
And it goes to do it again.
Guys.
That's a crit, though.
Oh, fuck. Guys. I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna die. Help.
That's 13.
Oh, okay, I'm at 4 health. Guys.
As it buries its sword in your leg,
Ah.
the lemur squelches over to you.
Ooh.
Hey, fatty. What's up?
Looks down at you, raises both of its limbs above it, bulging with mucus, and just goes to slam them both down on your supine form.
It's not alright, buddy. It's not alright.
That's a pair of 2s.
Oh, no. Okay.
You roll out of the way.
Guys.
You realize that the sword pinning you to the ground isn't real? Like, not entirely? Just kind of roll out of it.
That's some psychic damage right there. Ah!
Tay.
Alright.
Take. Help.
I'm gonna shoot the one,
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot the one on the right first.
Question. Very
Yes.
important question. Is the pool, is it entrance pool people, or is it entrance
The pool-
people pool?
The pool is behind all the fighting right now.
Tay, knock one of them in the fucking water. Knock him into the water. No, Tay, shoot him in the water. Shoot him in the fucking water. Get him out of here.
That'll hit.
Yeah, this is the one on the right. I'm gonna throw impact on that one. Definitely.
2d6 damage.
Yep. And a strength saving throw.
It gets a 14 on the strength save.
Fuck.
What's my DC? Shit.
It should be 10 plus your intelligence modifier.
Yes, it is. You're correct. So it is 13. So it made it.
Okay.
So it's
However-
not impact, but it still takes 2d6. So it takes
20
damage total.
taking 20 damage, you don't need to knock it back as you blast this kind of purple tinged ones into little itty bitty bits.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm gonna action surge,
Woo!
and I'm gonna shoot the other one.
This other one has gone into full reckless mode, so you get advantage.
Oh yay!
In fact, the edge you should have had against the other one as well, because it had also done a double attack.
Okay.
Flaws.
Yes,
Why-
that
why that
is a
happened?
flaw. There is no flaws.
No flaws.
Sorry.
No flaws is the
So
biggest flaw.
It's the lag.
Yeah, I appreciate the confidence you have in my gaming skills. That'll hit that one.
That one's not magical though, so it's
Yeah.
half damage.
Yep.
And
As you blast one of them, it looks over at you just to have your arrow slide through its forehead, and shakes it off a little bit.
and that's all I can do.
Ezekiel Kane.
I don't know if I should heal or do some damage.
Damage.
All right, I'm gonna cast magic missile at the sword wraith. I'm gonna hit it
Okay.
with all three.
Okay.
So, oh, I guess I could click on that one.
Real questions: which will be
Takes
faster?
Wait, fucking time. Spell level 1. Submit. Yes.
So that's per dart, I believe, because you actually can't do only 3 damage with a magic missile.
Oh yeah. So that's per dart. So it'll do 9 then.
Yeah. As you invoke your spell and 3 darts off in different directions that twist through the air, hitting it as if real darts against a physical form, because force damage is cool like that. It didn't seem to like it very much. Vinny, could you please make a death save for Mako?
Yeah. So they don't have death saves counters on
Just roll a
NPC,
d20.
so yeah. 4. Uh-oh.
That's 1 failed death save. Vinny, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Alright. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Good bear.
Yeah, that seems like the way to do it. Yep, fuck it. I'm gonna pop a single good berry into Mako's mouth.
Okay. That puts Mako at 1 HP as you stuff this healing berry inside what is mostly a wound of Mako's mouth at this point.
And I'm not gonna mount him. I'm just gonna stand alongside him. Yes.
The way death saves work in dying, if they get healed during their turn, which is basically what's happening, Mako gets to take his full complement of turn.
Awesome.
So imagine something along the lines of stand up and bite or stand up and dodge.
Yeah.
Stand up and bite. Stand up and bite.
Yeah, Mako's a fighter to the end. So Mako is going to bite the sword wraith.
All right.
Oh, actually. No, he's gonna bite the lemur.
Okay.
$21 to hit for 9 piercing.
I'm gonna tell you something. You tripled its AC.
Amazing. And it needs to
as
make
you-
a strength save, unless it's dead.
As Mako tears into this form, it is just ripped into itsy bitsy little pieces that fizzle and pop as they dissolve out of existence.
Is dead?
It is dissolving. You believe that means it's dead. You don't have that much experience with fiends.
Okay.
The Sword Wraith looks at this astonishedly and kind of reaches out, and it looks fearful.
I can't do anything else, so.
Its turn. The first words you've ever heard these things speak. You don't know what you've done.
Kick your asses.
It's going to attack Mako.
Oh.
Can you fucking stop?
Take something from me, I take something from you.
Yeah, but I can bring mine back.
22 to hit?
Yep. Doesn't matter what the damage is, he's out.
Yeah, that was 14 cool damage.
Actually, no, oh, it was 14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, oh no, never mind. He's still good. He ain't dead.
No, he's got more HP than he used to now.
Yeah, that would have killed him last level.
Yeah, and then he goes out, stabs into Mako, brings it around into a big slash right at your neck level, which is actually, it's kind of a just mid-swing lower, because you're
That's racist.
not on a wolf for once.
Oh, okay. Still racist, but okay.
That's a 20. That's a 20 to hit
Yep.
for 13 slashing.
I'm unconscious.
Downed.
Both tanks are out. Your main and your off tank are down.
Tanks.
At this point, from the fizzling, popping remains of the lemur, rises a thin, wispy, silver white something. And it floats in the air. Tay.
Wait, you said it's arrived from the Lemur?
Yeah, from the lemur's remains.
Alright. I'm gonna... There's nothing I can do besides shoot at the remaining sword wraith for now.
Please.
It's still advantage, right?
Yeah.
21 and 6 to hit. 6
Yep.
damage.
You bury your arrow into its chest, and it actually sticks as it seems to be becoming closer to corporeal, and it does full damage as it sticks into his chest. He yells in pain, a more human voice.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Ezekiel.
I'll do another magic missile attack
Okay.
on the sword wraith. Right.
Is it being a slow?
God, it's going so slow. There we go.
Ooh. Wait. So if 4 is max, that means that
Oh,
it's not
I don't think
applying
it's
the
counting the
+1.
+1.
Okay, so it did 3 extra damage earlier,
Okay.
and 15 now.
Okay.
So 18. As you cast your spell, you shoot out 3 magic missiles in quick succession, straight out. And as they fly towards this face, there's almost like a eclipsing effect across its face as it becomes fleshy and weathered and worn, old age lines tightening on its face, and your magic missile looks up into eyes of fear as it smashes into its face this elderly fellow and utterly obliterates his existence. You ever play Fallout 3 and see the bloody mess perk in action?
Yes. Yeah.
Just imagine that. Now we will be out of rounds, but I need Vinny and Mako to make death saves.
Yep, alright. So, this is for Vinny.
This is your first one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And for Mako. Uh-oh.
So Mako has a fail, Vinny has a success.
I'm running.
Mako is at 2 fails.
Mako
Yeah.
got picked up between there, so Mako is actually only at 1.
Oh, it's reset? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm putting good berries in each of their mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
as
was
you go
gonna-
to, as you take a motion to do that, this white wispy light that has risen out of the Lemura starts to expand and begins to fade.
Can I do like a check? Do I know what that is?
You could make a religion check. You are not at disadvantage.
Yeah.
You might be wrong on this. You've never seen one before, but this might just be a soul.
Is her like body around?
It's in the puddle, the caustic, viscous goop.
I'm gonna start pulling the body out of the water.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Oh,
So
okay. Return.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Still in turns because people are dying and
Okay.
there's this thing going on.
Okay.
So after it starts to fade, you identify what's happening and you share it. Tay runs over to the fetid pool and you begin grasping for this body, which is a little lower down than it first looked. Make me an athletics check.
Not advantage. Take that off. Load. Do the thing.
Come on, roll 20.
Thing. Roll 20. Do the thing. You got
That's
this.
real good.
21.
As you dive in, burying yourself through your chest in it to reach down and fish out this unclad, beaten, and now you see large X gashes across her chest, Thea. And as you do that, as your head submerges into the pool to grab her, make me a wisdom save.
You think the body looks like a nice snack.
Nom nom nom. Forbidden snacks.
And you,
15.
as you do this, you actually manage to shake off what was an encroaching dread inside you. Fish her body out. What do you do with it?
Adrenaline. Am I looking at
The
Zeke,
slightly.
like- Can you heal her? Like, can we like try to like heal her and get her soul back in the body?
Yeah, I want to try and talk. I want to talk to the.
Sorry, you cut out there. Talk to the what?
I want to talk to the soul in Celestial. I want to like to tell it to come back, like Thea, come back. But in Celestial, not common, because I speak
Yep.
Celestial.
You're quite certain in its pure form, it doesn't understand any language.
Okay. Yeah, I use my ability on the body to try and
Okay.
fix the X on it.
So, with how weird this situation is, I want you to make an Arcana check.
Okay.
This is representing your ability to enact this ability in an abnormal circumstance.
And go. There it is.
You take out your little crystals, just a whole mess of them, and start to crush them and use that energy within to strike forth a brilliant blue, a vibrant blue circle, breaking through this bleeding drone of melancholy and monotone that pervades the Shadowfell, and begin using your mastery over small time chronemics. And slowly we rewind this foul ritual that has happened.
Okay.
And as you watch, you see the soul move down and condense. You see the body of the lemur reform and then slide back together, redissolving into the pool. And then you see that same silvery light re-enter this unmoving body.
Awesome. Okay.
Vinny and Mako, 2 more death saves.
We
Two
gave
more-
good berries.
2 more each?
You gave him good berries, but that was we were still in rounds. You didn't actually have an opportunity to do that. You dealt with the soul instead.
Oh.
Fair enough. Okay.
So 1 more each. 1 more each. That's in 2 total.
Alright, Vinny. 18, Mako.
Vinny's-
15. Oh.
Okay.
All right. Good berries
Now,
all around. 3 good
Now-
berries.
good
One
berry,
fruit.
good berry. Yeah, you guys stuff good berries in everybody.
You get a good berry. You get a good berry.
Vinny and Mako sputter awake. You feed the good berry to Thea's body. And you're sitting there like hoping because there's no gasp, there's no consciousness, there's no eyes fluttering. You feel around, and then slowly, like a color begins to spread back on her body, and you can feel, and there's a pulse. And then her lungs start again. She starts to breathe, coughing and sputtering while unconscious. A big chunk of mucus and what must have been that gunk from the pool coming out of her throat. And you roll her over so that doesn't, choke her.
I'm gonna like wrap her in my winter gear,
All right.
and, like cover her up, and get her come.
I've got two healing potions. I'll give one to each to you. I'll give them both to you, Vinny.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Just take the fucking healing potion, Vinny.
It's fine. Save the fucking resources. Fuck my head, my everything. We good?
Oh, yeah.
Can we fucking get out of here?
I mean, I think we're good.
She
I
See
think
ya?
we're gonna get
she dead?
Thea's
four of you.
Thea's unconscious but alive.
Okay.
the 4 of you have all died at least once today, apparently, or whatever.
Yeah, whoop de fucking do. Let's
Fucking lightweights. You're all lightweight.
Alright, we're getting out of here. Let's go.
Making our way downtown.
Vinny's not riding on Mako this time. He's just kind of walking alongside him with like a hand resting on him for support.
Can
Alright.
we like try to like make a little thing like around like ropes around Mako and have him drag Thea?
There are straps on the saddle, so she can probably just be strapped
Yeah.
in.
Once you carry the her unconscious body outside, it's pretty easy to affix her, kind of in laying down position to the wolf.
I also give her. I wrap her up in some of my winter clothes.
I think Tay already did that, but if you want to add
Oh.
another layer, that's allowed.
Oh, I thought you did the wolf. Okay.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Here you go, Mako. Have some more fur.
As you venture out of this house, you see the life has returned to the forest. No longer those sinister edges. There is plant life. There is the buzz of insects that were not there before. Birds. You're back in where would stand Venfield Mire. But you look behind you and the manor still stands.
Everything stays.
You know what? I don't even fucking care anymore.
And then you feel a presence smile upon you.
Is that you, Baylor?
There's no words. There's just this concept of gratitude.
You're fucking welcome.
And you are bestowed with a minor blessing, each of you.
Oh,
No.
does that include Doggo?
That includes Doggo.
Doggo.
Mini Mako?
No,
What's
fuck the
that
bird.
do? What does that do?
We're about to find out.
It has a more specific name that I'm looking to look up.
A boon.
It's a boon. It's a temporary boon though.
Whose boons? Your boons?
It is a charm of weapon enhancement.
Oh.
One non-magical weapon in your grasp becomes +1. This can also apply to unarmed strikes and natural weapons. This boon lasts for 1 week of in-game time, starting now.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark that down, but you're gonna have to keep track of the timeline if you could.
Oh, of course. Always do.
1 week of
Critical
+1
that I
to...
took last week.
Was that?
I put it on the sickle that I took last week.
It's not like a on the sickle automatically. It's whatever weapon you're holding. You can shift from thing to thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
The magic is in you.
Aww.
He lives in you.
Into the water.
That's cute.
Simba.
As you venture back to the town of Kenneth Roads, the weather is still abysmally cold. But your hearts are warm. Fear awakens as you emerge from the forest. Maybe the snow is even a little lighter right now. And she looks up at Tay and she says, I'm alive.
Yeah.
I need to shut up. This is our heartfelt moment.
That is beyond excellent.
Do you require an emotional support pigeon? Whose name may or may not be Taya.
She reaches out her arm weakly.
I place the pigeon on her arm.
She pulls it in close.
It poops on her.
And that is where we'll end this session.
Amazing. The fucking pigeon. Jesus. Alright, well, let's go around, find out where we could find everybody online, and what everybody's favorite part of tonight was, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here because Kyle's ready to pass out, and so am I.
Yeah.
And I'm cranky about this leg.
What?
Exactly.
He's cranky about the lag.
Oh, lag.
I thought you said leg. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
What did you do to your leg?
Mad about a boy.
So, once again, going in order, Nat.
I am at ncrime on Twitter. I mostly retweet a bunch of D&D stuff and generally have a good time. My favorite part of this session was, I think I really enjoyed laying on thick the vibe of the Shadowfell, the depressive feeling, because it's a hard thing to nail, and I feel like I did a pretty good job. Not like I was perfect, but I did think I did a pretty good job. And it's something I've tried to do before, but this is the first time I feel like it's really worked well. And I think part of that's because the party's size is small enough that you can get kind of those more intimate concepts.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say laying on thick into Vinny, and it's like, yep, you did that. You did that.
I am not one of those DMs that takes great evil pleasure in just having their players murdered and dying.
I mean, it feels pretty good when you are able to do that, though. But it's a good feeling.
I like pushing you to the edge and then watching you succeed. But I'm not gonna rig it so you do. That's no fun.
True. All right, and Kyle.
You can find me on Twitter at Alan Devich. You can also find me on Prison Pals every other Tuesday.
Woo!
I run that Twitter too, so that's Prison Pals on Twitter. We're pretty cool. My favorite part was the level of mortality, because that's always fun, I think, is when you actually realize you're not invincible. And I liked how I was the only one who did not get close to death.
Because
Always
you're
nice
not
to
a
be-
threat.
Always nice to be better than everyone else.
Listen, the pigeon is the real threat. Big Daddy confirmed.
Swarms of pigeons are a real threat.
I'm really glad I made the choice to make it a pigeon. It was a good choice.
Jeff, your brother is mean.
What do you say?
He's hating on my dog, saying his favorite part was Mako dying. Like, damn.
Yeah, he's not a very nice person sometimes.
Animal
You might
cruelty.
mean that in a dramatic weight kind of sense.
He doesn't.
Thanks, Jeff. I am trying to see the best in people.
Nope.
Nope. I know my brother. Expect the worst.
Yep.
So
Unexpected.
Speaking of Jeff.
My favorite part was the belch that started it off.
Oh my god.
thanks, Jeff. That makes me feel great about the session I ran.
Yep.
No, the session was great. I everything was awesome. I dig the mood and the vibe of everything. It was pretty fun.
I had fun.
And me. Hi. I'm Arch. You can find me on Twitter at Arch_DND. You can also find me running the Lucky Die Podcast Twitter, which is at TLD Pod. You should go check that podcast out as well because Soup's awesome. And my favorite part, oh god. My favorite part was probably just the overall like kind of spooky nature of the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
And like the wibbly wobbly parallel plane magic shit that's going on. It's like, wait, are we here? No. We're there? No. Wait, where the fuck are we? I don't even know. But the fact that I as a ranger can't get lost unless it's magical, very helpful.
Yeah.
Minus the part where, you know, planar travel, yeah, super magical. That'll get me lost.
I mean, like, you can become lost as in, like, you're in a different place now, but, like, you still roughly know where you're at.
Yeah.
Geographically.
More or less.
Yeah.
I was a little sad you guys didn't, go back to Kenneth before you did the things. Because Shadowfell Kenneth's fun.
Oh god, that would be horrible.
I didn't even know that was an option.
There's still a flying tower island thing, only now it has evil spires.
And gargoyles.
Oh shit, we need to get gargoyles, that's badass.
Oh, God,
Like real ones, not like statues, like actual gargoyles.
yes.
Gargoyles are earth elementals?
Like from the TV show, gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
They're gonna be our new minions. Alright. That all being said, thank you all very much for everybody for watching. Thank you to everyone who stuck around from the t-shirt giveaway. Thank you to everybody who showed up to the t-shirt giveaway, and congrats again to the Queen Pie for the winning of the t-shirt. And we're done. That's it.
Bye.
Go join us on the
Happy
Discord.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Happy Wednesday, yeah.
And until next time, bye.
Still Tuesday. It's just the 4th Tuesday.
Stop it.
5th Tuesday, my bad.
God damn it. Ending it.